7-22. Texans dominated the Ravens 44-10, getting their first ever win in Baltimore. Monday Night Football tonight, the Chiefs head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. It's a game you can catch right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, beginning at 6 o'clock. Texas and Penn State both falling out of the new AP Top 25 poll.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minnick.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is a Monday after a big weekend of football, man. What a great weekend of football it was.
Was it?
Well, for most people it was.
It was a great Sunday. Saturday kind of sucked.
Well, kind of. A bunch of teams we wanted to win didn't win. Although I'm happy Penn State lost. That's okay. We're talking about all of it. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Thanks for spending your Monday with us. I'm Joe Reinagel. That is Jason Minnick. And, Texas.
How about them Aggies? Ranked number 5.
Dude, they just blasted Mississippi State.
My preseason championship game has 2 teams now not ranked in the top 25.
Yeah.
Although I told you at the beginning of the year, I hated the fact that Texas was ranked number 1 initially. Those polls might mean even less now than they did 5 years ago because of roster turnover, but I'm not sure what's going on the 40 acres. It's a popular meme today. We all owe Quinn Ewers an apology. Because, yikes. But Saturday, Arch wasn't great.
No.
What the hell happened to that Texas defense?
That too. I don't know. And it is sad. And I think you hit the nail on the head. Those polls, what do they mean? Texas, right now, as it sits today, had to be the most overrated team in the country.
Well, Penn State.
Well, Texas was ranked number 1.
All right, fair, but
so both of them.
I mean, you're right. I mean, they haven't beat a Power 4 school yet. I mean,
No.
they beat Sam Houston pretty good.
Struggled with UTEP. I mean, that team is just not putting it together yet, or they're just flat out overrated. Either way, they're in trouble right now, out of the top 25.
They are, and while that was one that I thought Texas would go get that win. Sometimes, though, Florida just looked incredible. That freshman receiver, DJ Lagway, played well. And I don't know, when chance of you're about to get fired motivates a coach, you saw that on display there at the Swamp. And I imagine we're going to start seeing that at the Dome this Friday or Saturday when UTSA takes on Rice. I mean, right out of the gate on the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel, Mr. Positivity, Christopher Summers, writes, honestly, after Saturday, Jason needs to stop with Jeff Traylor getting a new job. Yeah, it ain't good right now for UTSA. That was a bad loss to a Temple team that is turning things around. Now, I've known Casey Keeler, their new head coach, for a long time. And Casey Keeler, longtime coach at Sam Houston, won a national championship with Joe Flacco when he was at Delaware. His halftime interview, if you were watching that game on ESPN+, was something that you don't often see from a coach. You didn't get coach speak. He told that sideline reporter, yeah, dude, we didn't talk X's and O's. We talked about, I have never been embarrassed about my team before until watching this first half. And you know, the old saying, peeling paint off the walls in the locker room. I imagine that was the speech because the first half Temple team and the second half Temple team were completely different.
Well, so was UTSA.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they talked about in the halftime locker room. Saturday night plans. I mean, honestly, they came out in the third quarter and were just like a completely different ball club. And it's just one of those things. And it's funny that you say that. And I'm glad to hear that Keeler actually called out his team because I heard Jeff Traylor's press conference earlier today. He says, I'm not about to call players out in the media. I just don't do that. Although he did kind of call out his offensive coordinator, not by name, but by plays. And so it's going to be interesting. Jeff Traylor's going to join us here on the Blitz at 4:30 today, and we'll talk to him about some of this stuff. But I think sometimes, look, these guys are getting paid. Mm-hmm. They're not just college kids anymore.
Nope.
And if they're not playing well, I think it's open season to call them out. And if Keeler says he's embarrassed by his team, well, he's embarrassed by his team, and they need to know that.
And I know Jeff Traylor will protect his guys, but for the first time, man, there are some rumblings where it doesn't seem like Jeff Traylor just has the ultimate support, because there does need to be. It feels like there's carryover from last year into this year. Now, I know he's not going to bench his quarterback. Maybe he's loyal to a fault. And I don't know that it's all on Owen, to be quite honestly, because the play calling is so predictable. And you do wonder when you look at previous offensive coordinators that are now at Oregon and now at Illinois, play calling is a big part of it. And what we saw in the first half versus what we saw in the second half, it like maybe it is the play calling. I don't know what you do, because I saw Greg Luke ask Jeff Traylor in the postgame press conference about making any kind of change, and he was like, "Dude, it's a one-possession game." And it was. It was a one-possession game.
But the third quarter was bad.
It was.
I mean, it was bad. They scored 21 points in that third quarter, and it was bad. And so, I mean, you can't – I get it, and I understand you want to keep your guys going, but at some point in time, you can't sugarcoat it, can you? I mean, they played a bad third quarter. Now, everybody can take blame for that, and I'm not going to throw rocks at any particular person or coach or whatever, but, I mean, you know, you're up 14-3 at halftime. You got to come out and put your foot on Temple's neck, and that didn't happen.
That killer instinct doesn't seem to exist. Now, I'll disagree with Summers. There will be jobs, and Jeff Traylor's name will come up, and because he's still a hell of a coach with a proven track record. But he's got to navigate these rough seas right now. Last year, they went undefeated at home, and they lost a bunch of close games on the road, including against Rice. And they've got Rice this week. It's their homecoming game.
Yep.
But they don't look like the well-oiled machine that we expect to see out of UTSA. They just don't.
No, they don't, and it's weird to see. Now, look, I know that Henry went out in that game for a little while, for a long time. He was dehydrated, is what Jeff Traylor said. So that hurts, but Traylor said he wished they would have stayed with the running game a little bit more than they did in that second half, that they didn't do that. And there were a couple of play calls that he called out that he said were predictable.
Now, I don't know what kind of response we'll get from Jeff Traylor. I'm sure he's going to be in a wonderful mood when he joins us here at 4:30. But as the head coach, as you're watching the game, and you trust your offensive coordinator to call the plays and call everything the way you see fit and you're in rhythm. But if you feel like as the head coach, dude, we got to pay attention to the run, can't you tell the guy that? Like, hey, I think we need to get back to running the ball a little bit more? Or were those after the game when you're watching film and second-guessing yourself? Because that's what fans do.
Sure.
My guess is there is a lot more to it than play calling and quarterback. I mean, when you talk to some of these coaches, we don't know what the injuries are. We don't know what the this and the that. There's so much more to it than what appears to be obvious. And we'll try to ask him that. Is it more to it than what appears to be obvious, or is it Captain Obvious? We're not getting good quarterback play, and our play calling is crap, right? Is it a combination of both?
So what do you do with that? I mean, obviously, Jeff Traylor's a pretty loyal guy when it comes to his coaches and his quarterback, for that matter. And you've heard him sing the praises of Owen McCown.
Yep.
But I mean, is it at some point in time, if the guy's just not playing well, do you pull the trigger and try somebody else? And again, I've already seen a comment on here about how great the backup at Texas was when Arch lost his helmet. I'm like, the backup quarterback's always the most popular dude on the team.
Always.
And that's going to happen. But Arch has got to play better. McCown's got to play better. And UTSA needs to play better. Quite honestly, this team thus far, I would have, if you'd have told me they were 2-3, I'd have said you're crazy. There's no way they're 2-3. You expect them maybe to lose to the Aggies for sure.
But you expect to win over Temple. I don't care where that game is being played.
That's exactly right.
To steal a line from the coach, we could play that thing in the HEB parking lot. We're going to show up and play. And they did for a half.
Yeah, they looked good in the first half. And again, you had the opposition coach saying he was embarrassed.
Honestly, the second half, that game went to the second TV because Navy Air Force was so damn good. But then I had to switch them as I was watching the train wreck in Temple, against Temple in Philly. And the fact that they're a college team and the Eagles wouldn't even paint the field for them.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Well, good. It's karma then. The Eagles got beat yesterday on that same field, so I'm happy about that.
And all Jeff Traylor could say?
Play caller was horse.
He won't say that,
He won't say that. I got to ask you a question, though.
Yep.
So I'm out on my back patio yesterday, the Magic Box installed. The Cowboy game was not on the Magic Box.
It was.
Well, I didn't see it. I said goofball weather guy from Orlando.
Sometimes you have to be smarter than the box.
You do?
Yeah,
I just got to go to a different game.
I watched that game just fine.
What the heck?
You could that game was available on the Magic Box 8 different ways.
It was.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, the local Fox, you could have watched it there, if you really wanted to. You could have watched it from New York on one of the New York channels.
I ended up watching it on my phone.
Jeez, really?
I did.
You're a dumb butt.
Normally, I get a phone call
so.
from you when you can't figure something simple out.
Well, I should have, man, but I had company all weekend, and so I was entertaining.
Yeah.
And one of the guys that was there, my future son-in-law, I got to change him in this, a big Texans fan for some reason. So it was like, oh
he
my
lives in
gosh,
Houston?
I guess that's it. I don't know. You talk about a team that's just in the toilet right now. That's Baltimore.
Yeah.
My gosh,
that's bad.
I credit Houston for doing what they had to do, but that's a bad team. So are the Jets, quite frankly. But you credit both the Cowboys and the Texans for going in and whacking those teams because that's exactly what you should have done.
Let's talk about that Cowboys win.
You want to talk about that? Why don't we give some tickets away first? We're like Santa Claus today, man. We're like Beer Santa. We got lots to give away, man.
We do. Barbacoa and Big Red Festival happening this weekend at the Freeman Coliseum grounds and Expo Hall. It's going to be a great time. Let's see. How many points did the Cowboys score yesterday, Pledge? I won't do that to you early in the show.
Well, how about the Texans then? That's what you ought to do.
Combine them both. Caller 9.
Nice.
Caller 9.
210-656-3776. 656 ESPN, caller number 9. Good luck, Cowboys, when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, nobody ever plans on getting arrested. Ask Mark Sanchez. But it does happen to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. If you get arrested and you want to get out of jail fast, best way to do that is to call my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, have a free shuttle service. They are discreet and confidential and open 24/7. Offices all over San Antonio and Texas. Services nationwide. Up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between. License number 149. Call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online, mybestbailbonds.com.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon. The Cowboys are in Charlotte taking on the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Pregame starts at 11. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
At Frost, we go above and beyond with our services, like getting to know our customers by name, offering 24/7 real human phone support, and always keeping a supply of treats for our four-legged friends. You know, the little things, like when a customer was out of town before a hurricane and their Frost banker drove all the way to Corpus Christi to tie their boat down. We couldn't make that up if we tried. Frost, exactly what you unexpected.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Football season's in full swing, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. You can make picks and win money right now in Texas, and it's so easy. Pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats, like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get it right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. It's so easy, guys. Is Javonte Williams going to score a touchdown this weekend? Is Dak going to go higher or lower on his touchdowns? And it's not just football, baseball, UFC, basketball. They've got it all. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. You'll score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Tuesday on the Morning Huddle, Week 5 is in the books. Kansas City, Jacksonville. Somebody for real? Is somebody in trouble?
Speaking of in trouble, what's going on in Austin? The death watch continues for the Longhorn football team. Texas OU is just a couple days away. So much to get into. We're starting early. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Man, Rob Thompson kind of feeling a little cocky.
That's one happy Aggie.
Right? The Aggies winning, Horns are not. And that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagle. He is Jason Minix. Dallas Cowboys played a bad Jets team yesterday, but they did what they needed to do. They went up there and they whacked them.
You can't apologize for winning.
Nobody's asking for that. I'm just saying.
You know,
that's a fact. The Jets suck.
Well, the Jets do, in fact, suck. But how good are the Cowboys, right? And we still don't know the answer to that. I mean, offensively, they are playing at Super Bowl contending type levels. The fact that they go into that game with 4 backup offensive linemen and down 2 of their top 3 wide receivers, and still put up the points that they did, for Dak Prescott to throw for 237 and 4 touchdowns, for them to run the ball for 180 yards with 4 backup offensive linemen, that's impressive.
Well, it is, and that's you should get the game ball. Those guys who were playing on that offensive line, they did one hell of a job yesterday. But having a running game is so important, and Javonte Williams just continues to get better every game, I would say. The guy's running like a madman. Jake Ferguson's still playing well. Dak Prescott, and I will say it, is playing tremendous football right now.
I love you, Dak.
The guy has just he's been great. I can't say anything else because you just look like a fool if you did. The guy is playing great football right now.
My quarterback,
and he's feeling
Dak
it.
Prescott.
And that defense yesterday stepped up. They actually got some pressure on Justin Fields.
Well, at least in the first half.
Well,
let's face it. The final score really not an indicator of just what a blowout that was. And Justin Fields got some really good garbage time stats, but ultimately, to me, it's Clayton Adams, the offensive coordinator, O-line guru, Schottenheimer with his play calling. You got to give those guys a ton of credit. But for Schottenheimer to say after the game, for those 4 backup offensive linemen to do what they did, you're right, game balls.
Yes.
It's not a testament to the coaches. It's a testament to the players. The brotherhood that they believe in, the next man up mentality. I can't honestly say, though, Clarence, I don't remember ever having to go in with 4 brand new offensive linemen. But again, I think it goes down to their belief in one another. I want to see the film, but I thought really, I thought Nate did some really good things. He's a very, very talented young man, as we know. A little rotation going there at left guard, trying to get, Hakeem and Trevor in there. But shoot, what you could say about TJ Bass last couple games, and but that was it was a little unique for sure going in with that deal.
No doubt. Look, let's call it what it is. The Jets early in the game driving, and was it Breece Hall that fumbled the football?
Mm-hmm.
They looked like they were going to go in for a touchdown there, and that seemed to turn the entire game completely around. Dallas dominated after that.
And again, it wasn't just Breece Hall fumbling. It was the way that fumble was created. Lauafau with the punch out, and so that they created the takeaway, which is something that for the first couple of games we've been bitching about. Why aren't they doing it? What are they doing? And Maurice Lauafau was able to punch that out, create the turnover, and you're right, that did change a lot of things. You get Javonte with the big run. He finishes with 135, but 66 comes on that long run. But it was the football IQ. He knew he couldn't get tackled in bounds. You got to get out of bounds. You got to do stuff. And the way Dak Prescott is playing, even Shoddy said, man, the Cowboys are just spoiled with this dude.
Look, I think we're spoiled. I think he's one of the best players in the league, and he's certainly one of the best teammates and leaders I've ever been around. The guys believe in him. He's playing with a ton of confidence right now. And that's why you can do some of the things that we do, in terms of staying aggressive. And, I thought the game changed late in the second quarter, right, when we had the turnover. We went and got points, and then we got the 3 and out, and we were able to go, and Javonte had the huge run. But, that's a little thing. Javonte knows he cannot get tackled in bounds. So he's trying to score, but you saw him kind of veer to the left, saying, okay, if I can't get here, I got to get out of bounds because of the situation on the clock. And then, of course, very similar call to the 2-point play where we jumped off sides. We snuck Fergie back across. So.
Yeah, it's all fun and games, man. When you come back with a big win like that, you can laugh about little things, little mistakes. But, again, the Cowboys did what they needed to do. They went up there and they kicked the Jets' ass, and it wasn't as close as the final score indicated. I mean, let's face it. There was a lot of garbage time points for the Jets. Good win for them, though. Good win. They needed it after that heartbreaking tie against Green Bay.
Dude, how often can you say after 5 games you're a 500 team?
You can't.
I mean, Dak is playing at a high level. Fans, because there were a lot of Cowboy fans there in New York, chanting MVP for one Dak Prescott.
I mean, my ears work, so I heard it, but I didn't hear it to your answer. It's week 5. I don't care. I don't care if it was week 17. I've told y'all what I want to win, the team goals. right now, the success and the continued success is going to happen. Is just a beneficiary of all the guys in that locker room. I didn't play near as well of a game that I wanted to. Well, too many incompletions. I got to look back and see why. But yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes, it's just happy and excited fans.
That's good to hear the fans doing that, but I appreciate Dak saying it's just week 5. I mean, I was thinking about that driving up here, Minix, because I knew that I heard them chanting MVP. And who is in that conversation? Certainly Dak Prescott is.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff's got to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Jones has got to be in that conversation. Obviously Josh Allen, although he didn't play well last night. But, I mean, there's still a bunch of guys that are in that conversation. Dak is one of them.
Well, and again, I mean, I'd look at a guy like a Myles Garrett too, but, I mean, let's face it. Defensive players winning MVP don't happen very often. Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield's another one, yes.
Dude, for them to get that win the way they did yesterday in Seattle, that was a crazy game. But and just go read our YouTube chat right now. Go to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. The number of all that matters are playoff wins. He's a great regular season quarterback. He's proven that. He is a great regular season quarterback.
Yes.
He has not gotten it done in the postseason, and that's what matters. You also heard that in his answer, right? He knows he's got Troy and Roger to live up to. You could be great, and he's probably going to be number 1 in all the stats when his career is over. But if he doesn't have a ring, he's Danny White or Tony Romo.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, beautiful. And how close he is statistic-wise to Tony Romo, it's almost eerie.
That's incredible,
right?
It really is.
But again, he knows he's got to get it done in the postseason. But the way he is playing, if that defense can come around, right? You have that the rookie who had 15 tackles, Houston, right? His name Houston.
Yeah, he played well, yes.
That defense, it's the Jets, right? It's the Jets. But Justin Fields is a running quarterback. Running quarterbacks have been a problem for this defense up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Breece Hall is a hell of a runner, and he had some big runs yesterday.
He did.
But the Cowboys kept him in check.
He did.
They've got a great wide receiver. Oh, they play a little bit more man. You know what they didn't do? They didn't get killed in the pass game.
No, they didn't. And it was a little more man. So I think, Trayvon Diggs had something going. And again, the defense was getting some pressure on Fields in the backfield and making him uncomfortable back there. And I think that's a big key. And
5 sacks.
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and say, it's the Jets. The Cowboys went into New York or wherever the hell they play, and
New Jersey,
and kicked their butts.
They did, and we've been hammering Eberflus yesterday. Shoddy said, dude had a good plan.
I would say it starts with the coaches. Matt Eberflus is a hell of a defensive coach. He and his staff made some changes. I thought some of the changes that we made were good. We mixed it up. I thought he called a really good game, but it all starts with the ability to win up front. If you can win the line of scrimmage, which I thought we did, certainly in the passing game, that's a huge part of it. So it starts with the guys up front, and when you can affect the quarterback, and then we obviously were able to get a lead, which helped. It gives you a chance, and just proud of the whole defense. They've taken their bruises, and they've come out on the other side. Got to do it again next week. This is one game. Midnight rule still applies. We won this game, and it still applies. Last week we tied. It still applies. And as soon as I get out of here, I'm going to have a shoddy, get on the plane, and get back to Dallas.
There you go. You get ready for the Carolina Panthers, who are very good at home, by the way.
Yeah.
Not very good on the road, but pretty good at home. Just ask Miami yesterday.
Miami
Another
was
team that sucks, by the way.
17-0.
Yes.
Now, you think about stats and what Eberflus did, and after all the analysts go through and try to figure out the changes they made, and you could see some changes in playing a little bit more man. When they were dominating in the first half, Justin Fields was 8 of 14 for 74 yards. Breece Hall had 78 yards rushing. Breece finishes the game with 113. Justin Fields finishes with 283 passing. So he threw for damn near 200 yards in the second half. but I think that was more of a byproduct of the offense playing with the lead, a couple of 3-and-outs, and Justin Fields with a lot of garbage time stats. So overall, if you just look at total yardage allowed, that Dallas defense, I don't know what kind of improvements they showed, but if you watch the game and not just look at a stat sheet, you could tell that was probably the best game they have played. They didn't need the offense to just outscore and keep up like they did in the Green Bay game. That defense played well in the first half, although a buddy of ours, Eric, was texting, defense still sucks. I'm like, dude, they've given up 3 whole points. Give them credit.
Well, that's still going to be the Achilles heel especially because, look, the schedule, that's no secret, is going to get much tougher after this Carolina game. But still, if you see that improvement, they're doing what they needed to do at this point in the season. Shouldn't have lost to Chicago. That's a mistake. But getting the tie against Green Bay was big. And the best thing that I like, and it's why I love the guy, Jason, Jerry Jones flipping off the Jets fans. Dude, that was just awesome.
God bless Birds Up.
Because they have probably been giving that man hell the entire game.
Oh, yeah.
And he just looked down at them and said, 1 finger salute, folks. I love that.
Stick it up our ass.
Exactly.
I'm sure somebody said something, shot him a bird, whatever.
Something.
But that video is classic.
The fact that Jerry fired back at him was just fantastic. I loved it. I thought it was great. A lot of stuff going on around the NFL, that's for sure. The Texans, they did the same thing they needed to do against a bad football team. And it's unfortunate to say that because I think all of us, beginning of the season, thought Baltimore Ravens are certainly Super Bowl contenders, but that is not the case. That defense is just god-awful. And then Cooper Rush, God bless him, he's not Lamar Jackson. So a lot of problems there. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about that there's no more undefeated teams in the NFL. How about that? And who had that on their bingo card? We'll talk about all of it and more when we continue here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Guys, you feel it, tired, not motivated. Something's just off. It's not just the signs of aging. It's your energy slipping away. Could be low testosterone, and it doesn't have to be this way for you. Testosterone replacement therapy at Synergenics and Low T Center is the solution. Go get tested at a Synergenics or Low T Center. The test is free. Synergenics and Low T Center are the original MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. What makes them the MVPs? They use pharmaceutical-grade testosterone to increase your testosterone level that is right for you. Other clinics may compound their testosterone so you don't even know if you're getting what you're getting or how effective it will be. They are the real experts that you can trust for quality care, and they're also one of the only providers that accept most major insurances. Other clinics and online services charge you sky-high prices for testing, labs, memberships. It goes on. Synergenics and Low T Center, they make it affordable and easy for you to get started and stay on treatment. They have clinics all around San Antonio, and you have the power to choose if you want to receive at-home treatment or in the clinic. That's what you do. They also have a long history of helping ladies find their hormonal balance. The best you is waiting. Take action and change your life today. For a limited time, visit any Synergenics or Low T Center for a free hormone consultation and free T-test and be automatically entered for a chance to win either autographed sports memorabilia such as jerseys, autographed balls, helmets, that sort of thing, or you could even win a pair of tickets to major sporting events. TRTMVP.com is the website to go to where you can get in today, get your health back, and win. TRTMVP.com. TRTMVP.com.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to USASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an audience national contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe Pork Rinds at HEB.
The UTSA Roadrunners open American Conference play Saturday night against the Rice Owls in the Alamo Dome. It's homecoming. It's UTSA's annual Hispanic Heritage Game. Tickets on sale starting at $24 at GoUTSA.com or call 210-458-8872. UTSA versus Rice presented by HEB. Kickoff 6:30. Upon exit, fans will receive Taco Cabana UTSA Football 15th Season Cups. Get your tickets now at GoUTSA.com because when we win, San Antonio wins.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
With Progressive's collision coverage, my family gets up to $1,000 for vet bills if I'm injured in a car accident. And that makes this Chihuahua really feel like part of the family. What's that? I don't sound like a Chihuahua? Oh, I'm sorry. What exactly am I supposed to sound like? I guess all Chihuahuas are high-strung, riding around in expensive designer purses. Actually, I prefer riding in cars. So I appreciate that my family protects me with Progressive's pet collision coverage. Okay, maybe I am a little high-strung. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and is subject to policy terms.
Ah, the sweet feelings of summer. The kiss of warm sun on your skin. The softly scented breeze blowing through the trees. Don't worry, you have Off Clean Feel, fragrance-free mosquito repellent that feels good on skin. So even mosquitoes can't ruin those sweet feelings of summer. Off Clean Feel. Prevention is the best protection from mosquitoes.
Your new Dell PC with Intel Core Ultra helps you handle a lot when your holiday to-dos get to be a lot. Like organizing holiday shopping, responding to requests, and customers requesting custom things. Luckily, the Dell PC helps you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside. Get yours at Dell.com/deals.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday evening at 6, the Aggies take on the Florida Gators. Presented by Just Pots. Free game at 5 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Always fun a Monday after a big football weekend, and that's what we have got today. Lots to talk about here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe, he's Jason, and big wins for the Cowboys and the Texans. Bad day for UTSA and Texas.
Aggies got a big win.
Aggies got a big win.
Navy beats Air Force in a thriller.
Wow.
First leg of the Commander-in-Chief Trophy.
Nice.
Happy birthday, Navy.
Good weekend, though, I'll tell you. I know you care. It's good.
UIW got beat, too, at home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we still have Monday Night Football tonight. Pretty good one, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, Kansas City, a game you can listen to here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star right after the Blitz, brought to you by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. So what do we make of the Texans game as they crush the Baltimore Ravens?
I think it's kind of very similar to what we think about the Cowboys. It's a bad team. It really is. We knew the defense was bad, and what it did for Houston was let them get their offense on track. C.J. Stroud looked much more comfortable yesterday, and they got the offense on track. And the defense did what the defense does, especially against a backup quarterback in Cooper Rush.
And Cooper Rush was 14 of 20 for $179. My question for Baltimore, and this has nothing to do with the fact that I've got Derrick Henry on my fantasy team, but that dude got 33 yards. Why? When that game was early, why aren't you trying to establish the run with a guy like Derrick Henry? Now, I know Houston's got a hell of a defense, and it showed up last night. And C.J. Stroud, he was 23 of 27, 4 touchdowns. It was damn near perfect, 244 yards passing.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud needed a get-right game like that.
He did.
It was like Arch Manning playing against Sam Houston. Like, you want to give them all the credit in the world because they were, bodies out there with a pulse, but I was stunned. I thought Baltimore would win that game. I picked Baltimore just because Houston's never won there.
I did,
and
too.
I thought John Harbaugh would have a plan to have them competitive, and they did not on either side of the ball. I'm ready. I won't be surprised if we find out the defensive coordinator in Baltimore has been fired.
That wouldn't surprise me either because that defense is bad. It really is bad. And Lamar Jackson can't get back soon enough. They said 2 to 3 weeks. He might heal up quicker than that. But, look, you saw even when he was in there, they're competitive, but they can't stop anybody. So even if when Lamar comes back, it's going to be very difficult for Baltimore. They're in a big hole, although that division is horrible. So Pittsburgh could just run away with that thing and win by default. But
everybody in that division lost yesterday, except the Steelers who were on bye.
Who had a bye?
It was a great Sunday for Steeler fans. Speaking of that division, the Browns, they lose over in London. The Vikings got them 21-17, and a surprisingly entertaining game for that early in the morning.
I thought Dylan Gabriel looked pretty good for the most part. I mean, it's not eye-popping stats, but I thought his composure was good, and I thought he played pretty well. I think you're going to see Dylan Gabriel under center for the rest of the season. I don't think there's any question about it. I thought he looked good.
He did. He played good football. They're Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Dolphins. They're going to figure out a way to lose. The Dolphins were up, 17-0?
Yes.
And lose 27-24 because of all people. Rico Dowdle goes for over 200 yards, and he's just getting warmed up because he knows he's got a revenge game this week.
Oh, for sure. They got to buckle up. I think they know for sure. I've been there 5 years. They didn't keep me there for 5 years for no reason. I definitely would say that. But we're looking forward to playing those guys next week. We'll get to it. We'll handle that when I get there.
Yeah, there's a reason they let you go after 5 years, because 1 year as a starter, they were like, nope, we're moving on.
Well, I tell you what, if he's anything like Stephon Diggs was coming back to Buffalo, Diggs was a monster last night for New England. If Dowdle comes in with the same attitude, he may be hard to stop.
Cowboys run defense?
Exactly. That's going to be a better game, I think, than most people think. Carolina at home, they're just a different ball club there.
I just wonder if that podcast is going to fire back up.
Exactly.
The Raiders are a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Colts are legit good.
Colts are good. They're really good.
The Giants, they got curb stomped by the Saints, as the Saints got their first win of the year. The Eagles got their first loss of the year. The stone's on Sean Payton to go for 2 and to take the lead as opposed to kicking the extra point. It says a lot. Denver wins that one 21-17.
A great comeback by Denver. Bo Nix played well, but I will give Sean Payton credit for that. Why not? You're on the road. You want to win the game. I mean, and he did it, and I think that gives the team a lot of confidence when a coach does that in certain scenarios, depending on the play call, after all. But a big win for them. It really was. But look, we talked about it last week. Philadelphia has not played well. They're winning, but they have not played well. And yesterday, Saquon Barkley's on a milk carton, for goodness sake.
He is the receiver. So I mean, Philly's 4-1, but you could argue that have they dominated anybody this year? No. I mean, a couple plays here, a couple plays there. Credit the Broncos. That team looks to be for real. Although 18 points in the fourth quarter, 18.
Yeah,
they win 21-17. Now you talk about a big fourth quarter. I don't know what I was watching, but I actually put this on in the late window, partly because I'm rooting for Cam Ward. But when you're watching the dumpster fire start to burn, you want it on the biggest TV you can because the Arizona Cardinals have figured out new ways to lose. I think Kyler Murray got concussed by a snap, and then they had an idiot running back who ripped off what would have been a game-winning run, dropped the ball before he got to the goal line.
Why is he not cut? I would have cut him before the game was over.
Dude, I mean, be careful with your language after Mark Sanchez, but I really thought his coach was going to stab him on the sideline. I mean, like literally cut him on the sideline.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I'm a coach and a player does that, they're immediately fired. They're gone.
Dude.
I don't give a damn how good they are. That is just the stupidest thing that you could, I think, in football, to do something like that. That has got to be just dumb.
If he hangs on to the ball for one more step, it's 28-3 and the game is over.
Yes.
Or 28-6 or whatever it was, right? But then Cam Ward makes some throws, and they end up winning the game. For Cam Ward to get his first NFL win in that way, that was I don't even know if I could say entertaining.
Well,
because I just felt like the Keystone Cops music should be playing while that was going on. Pledge is putting highlights on our screen right now. I wish we had the ability on our YouTube channel to show this, but
I do too.
Just all of it. That fumble that goes into the end zone.
Well,
Tyler Lockett's able to. Well, it was intercepted, but then he fumbled it.
Cam Ward gets picked off. The guy fumbles the ball. It just bounces around, and a Titan falls on it.
Everybody touched it.
In the end zone. It was unbelievable.
Did you see Kyler Murray get hit in the face?
I did.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Which I don't care. All of that stuff happens, and it's dumb. But that running back, dude, I guarantee he wouldn't have gotten a bus ride home. He'd had called an Uber, and it would have been a cheap Uber.
So, in the last 3 weeks, Arizona has lost to San Francisco, Seattle, and Tennessee on last-second field goals. I mean, Arizona could be 5-0, but they're 2-3, and all three of their losses, field goals on the last play of the game. And yesterday, there's no excuse for the way they lost to Tennessee.
No excuse at all.
I mean, the win probability, and I didn't check this on ESPN, but I'm going to guess it went from 99.8% with a minute to go to none. I mean, how in the hell did they lose that game?
Well, look, they're Arizona. Do you trust Arizona? I don't have any trust in Arizona whatsoever. And I never do. It's just something about that team that they just can't be good. Yeah, they're just like, I don't know, the Giants these days or Cleveland these days. You put the Cardinals in the same category. Unbelievable.
Buccaneers hang on and beat Seattle 38-35.
People better start respecting that squad.
Mm-hmm. Detroit blows out Cincinnati. And how about Washington?
Wow.
The damn Commandskins have now scored more than 18 points in 22 straight games, the 10th longest streak in NFL history. And they just, I mean, destroy the Chargers. Now, L.A. went up 10-0. And I'm thinking, all right, man, this is going to be a good day for the L.A. Chargers in my parlay. And then Jaden Daniels said, hold my beer.
Yeah, Daniels is incredible. The guy is incredible. I love watching him play. Look, and Justin Herbert, and I know Pledge just wrote it up, how does he still get love? The guy had no time yesterday. I mean, none whatsoever.
He doesn't get the Dak treatment, Pledge.
He had no time yesterday, none whatsoever. And I'm not he shouldn't be mugging with his girlfriend before the game, first and foremost.
Wait, why not?
Well, because you got to go play football.
I mean, you've seen her, right?
I've seen her, but I mean, he knows he's going home with her.
But again,
you don't have to make out on the sidelines, for goodness sake.
Whatever it takes to get him up for the game, he's got to do.
Yeah, maybe that got in the way. I don't know, because
He didn't trip over himself in the first quarter.
Well, they did. They started out good, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if it was adjustments by Dan Quinn or what happened, but they just completely shut them down from there on out. And Jaden Daniels came. That kid, I tell you what, he is something special, man. I love watching that guy play football.
I just can't stand that uniform.
Well, I agree with that. But
I mean, for Cowboy fans, you got Philly. What do you think? I mean, they throw records out right now, records out. If you were just based on what you've seen this season, Washington is the best team in the NFC East, then maybe Dallas, and then Philadelphia. And I know the records don't necessarily say that. Cowboys offensively are going to have to play at an incredibly high level. I mean, Dak Prescott yesterday with 4 backup offensive linemen did what you shouldn't be able to do. Javonte Williams running the ball well. 4 backup offensive linemen that are starting. But Washington, if Jaden Daniels is healthy, the weapons that they have, and they're not even fully healthy. That rookie running back they have.
Scary Terry was out yesterday.
Bill. And then you had, speaking of Bill, the Bills losing last night. You know, on our group chat, our group chat last night, one member of our crew, A.J. Hoffman, just poo-pooing all over the Cowboys and the Texans because of the crap teams they were playing. And he had a line in there, I'm not reading it directly, but something along the lines of, I'm so glad I don't have to worry about things like that. Like,
wow,
being happy with the win over a bad team because, when, as Pledge said, when you got one win, you take what you can get. For New England to go in there and beat Buffalo in Buffalo, I'm going to guess AJ couldn't sleep well last night. He probably had nightmares about Stephon Diggs, a guy that he used to root for. But we root for Laundry. Now you hate him. AJ had a bad day yesterday, and I'm happy for him.
Well, he did. But look, don't count out New England. This is a good football team. I guarantee you this is a good football team. Whether Buffalo took them lightly or not, Drake May is a star of the future. And if they can continue to get Diggs playing the way he played last night, my goodness. That team, and we're talking about should have been, could have been. I mean, they fumbled the ball 5 times against whoever the hell they lost to, and that team could very well be 4-1 right now.
Yep.
So I mean, they're a good football team, a lot better than people are going to give them credit for, and they're going to be in the playoff mix. I don't think there's any question about it.
I mean, Drake May played so well. North Carolina, the university, couldn't help but tweet about him, even though that's against Belichick's rules about posting, liking, tweeting anything about his former NFL team.
Well, speaking of disasters, North Carolina is a complete disaster.
Oh, yeah.
So Belichick's gone. If he makes it to the end of the year, we will see. But he's certainly gone. So then they'll have his Belichick's kid to deal with after that.
Maybe. North Carolina might just want to get rid of all Belichickian type.
Wow. Yeah,
deals.
it's not good, and it's not pretty. But look, a good NFL weekend all the way around, and with some upsets and all of that stuff going on. I love that when that happens.
And we get a Monday night game tonight that, quite frankly, when the schedule came out, excuse me, we were all like, why? I mean, Jacksonville and Kansas City on a Monday night? Now that's looking like a pretty intriguing game. Does Kansas City, after blowing out Baltimore, which is proven to be not a very good team, against a Jacksonville team that, surprisingly, you're sitting there going, are they for real? They're 3-1. Liam Combs has them playing good football. Tonight could be an interesting Monday night game.
I got a rule.
Oh, what's your rule?
On Monday night, you never bet against a home dog.
Yeah?
I'm just telling you. Free advice from Uncle Joe.
Never bet against a home dog.
Yep, Jacksonville's a home dog tonight.
Was it 3.5?
3.5. Little free advice from your Uncle Joe. You don't have to thank me. That's all right. It's free. I'm glad to do it for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like those Bills uniforms?
Yes and no.
I don't know if I did.
I mean, I'm not Don Harris, the uniforms are, but I know if I like something or I don't. And I look at things a little bit differently because as a play-by-play guy, if I can't read the number, the jersey sucks.
Well, that's what Tirico was saying.
And Tirico,
yeah,
I was so glad that Tirico bitched about that. You know, they look good on TV, up close. But if you're in the stands, you can't see it. When I do high school games, some of the jerseys are so difficult to read in the weird fonts that they use, and you're trying to figure out what the numbers are, and then, kid tucks it under his shoulder pad. You have no idea what it is.
No clue.
Nothing worse, though, than the year I did UIW football, and they had deep red numbers on black jerseys with no white trim. Like, what is that? Even with binoculars, it's hard to see what those are.
Well, dude, they don't give a damn about you.
They don't.
They don't care.
They don't.
As long as they look good, that's all that matters to them. Well, that was the only bad thing about last night's game, having to suffer through Chris Collinsworth.
Wow.
I don't know how Tirico does it.
He gets paid well.
I guess so. That's got to be the only reason. Because that dude is just, he says some things and I'm going, what?
It's kind of like this show, man. If you're paired with the right person, you look a whole lot smarter.
Well, you do look a lot smarter, don't you?
I do.
That's very true.
I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you, I don't know what it is about that guy, but it's nails on a chalkboard, man. His son's even worse than that. Little nepotism going on at NBC. I think the Collinsworth family has pictures of people with goats.
I don't want to hear about goats.
I'm just saying. I don't know how it is. That dude, he's hard to take sometimes. Really is hard to take. But, you do what you got to do. Revenge against Sin X. Have you ever done that?
No.
Well, one girl got arrested for it.
Have you ever done anything like this? You've had a lot of exes. Any kind of revenge in your mind?
No, not that I'm aware of anyway. Not yet.
Not yet?
I guess there's still time. I'm not sure because, one of them's cuckoo. And so you just never know. You just never know. And so we have to wait and see. But
and
revenge.
You're not lying. You're not lying. He's not lying, people.
And it's a Florida girl. Florida, huh? How about that? Imagine that. We're talking about it when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I want to talk to you, though, about my good friends at Stevens Roofing. Love talking about Stevens Roofing. They are the absolute best in the business. And, well, what I like about them, they're a family-owned company. They're a local company. And that means a lot of things. Obviously, they're one of us, right? They live here. They work here. They do all of that kind of stuff. But they know how the weather here affects your roof. That's important because they know what's coming, what kind of winter we may have, or if it's going to stay hot for a long period of time. All of those things can take a toll on your roof. The best thing that you can do for your roof is to get it checked out. Make sure that it is okay. And Stevens Roofing is certainly the business that you need to call to get that done because they'll send a crew out and they'll check your roof for free. All you have to do is give them a call at 210-785-0994. They'll send a crew out, make sure that everything's okay and tucked in to where it's supposed to be. And if they see something that doesn't look right, well, they'll let you know that needs to be fixed, and then you can decide. That's how they do business. They're also in the solar business as well. If you've been thinking about putting solar panels on your house, Stevens Roofing and Solar is the company to call to get that done as well. It's a one-stop shop. Stevens Roofing, you can trust them. They've been in business forever, and you can trust what they do and trust the work that they do. They certainly are going to stand behind their work. So for solar or for roofing, you want to call that company that's been trusted for decades. That is Stevens Roofing. Phone number again is 210-785-0994, or you can get them online at stevensroofing.com.
You're riding with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
Got wrecked? Got a pain in your neck? Thomas J. Henry is your next call. Thomas J. Henry has put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just 4 years. And we can help you, too. Just look at our over 14,000 five-star reviews. The numbers and our clients speak for themselves. So if you've been in a car accident, visit thomasjhenrylaw.com today. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal office in San Antonio.
Imagine owning coastal land with ocean views and world-class fishing just off Matagorda Bay. Well, dream no more. This Saturday, October 11th, mark your calendars for our fall one-day coastal land sale at Driftwood Shores at Wolf Point. We're unveiling incredible coastal properties. We're talking 1+ acre with ocean access just $49.9 and waterfront properties starting at $99.9, or with a barn dominium from just $169.9. Wow! This gated community boasts a waterfront resort-style pool and cabana, your own boat slip and launch with paid paved roads, and underground utilities. It's all happening this Saturday, October 11th. 1+ acre with ocean access just $49.9. Texas coastal waterfront properties from $99.9 with barn dominium from only $169.9. Call now for your private tour at 210-853-0389. Excellent financing is available. Call 210-853-0389. That's 210-853-0389.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
Greatness is here. All 830 of our famous footwear stores now carry Jordan brand. So it's easy to score Jordan brand footwear and accessories, from hats to backpacks to socks, for the full family at a store near you. Famous Footwear's in-store fit experts will help you find the perfect style and the perfect fit. Because every day is a chance to make it famous. Come in and shop Jordan brand footwear and accessories at your local Famous Footwear store today.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the new AP Top 25 poll is out. The Aggies moved up a spot to 5th after beating Mississippi State. Texas Tech is up to 9th after handling business against Houston. Longhorns and Penn State both fall completely out of the top 25 after getting upset over the weekend by Florida and UCLA, respectively. Sad news, Tony Parker's father, Tony Parker Jr., has passed away at the age of 70. No word on the cause of death.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a Monday after a big football weekend. I love Mondays like this. Lots to talk about, lots happening over the weekend. Some good, some not so good, but we're talking about it all here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix, and I don't know, yesterday was a lot of fun, Minix. Saturday was a mixed bag.
Well, I mean, as far as the results go, it's a great football weekend. I'm not sure what was more disappointing, the way Texas played against Florida or the way UTSA played against Temple.
Yes. Both.
Both were disappointing, although if you were to think one of those two teams would fly back to Texas with an L, it would have been the Longhorns, right?
Sure.
But not the way they lost. That was the weird thing. A lot of questions on the 40 acres. A lot of questions.
Arch Manning, again, erratic, I would say at best.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't the only one.
No, the defense was the biggest disappointment.
We'll give everybody a little bit of the blame for that one. Yeah, it was just a bad loss. Look, they should, if they're the Texas team that we all thought they are going to be or were going to be, they should have gone up to Florida and handled business. Still a tough place to play, but they should have handled it. And that's what's disappointing for me.
For Aggie fans, the blackout was a lot of fun. And I saw so much hype about the end zones. Everybody was excited about the end zones. But I thought the end zones looked like crap because I could still see the Texas A&M bleed through. How does an engineering school have that issue?
Yeah, but that's a good question. I don't have a problem with them. I guess I don't pay that much attention to it.
Did you see the end zone where it was bleeding through? I mean, they had the Aggies in cursive, and they blacked it out, but it's like they didn't use the good Sharpie paint. Their traditional end zone was kind of bleeding through.
Well, they have to save money. They got to pay players.
Well, it's all about the rev share.
Yeah, so you got to use the cheap paint. Doesn't matter. Like, I don't mind the little Aggie logo or whatever they're calling that thing. I just rather they go back to the good old T-A&M, just like this one here. If you're watching on YouTube, I mean, come on.
You like tradition.
I like
tradition. You don't
tradition.
like change.
No, that Aggie thing. It looks like what are we, a junior high school? I mean, come on. This is the helmet if you're watching on YouTube, and everybody out there.
What about when they wear the white helmet that looks like that?
Well, that's fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's this logo I'm talking about.
That's what you want to see every time.
That's what I want to see every time. Yes. The A, big T, little M.
ATM.
ATM.
Yeah, so all those players are there to get some money out of it.
Yeah, exactly right. No, they look good. They handle Mississippi State. We talked about Mississippi State coming in, being a better team than people thought, and the Aggies made them look silly.
They did. They did. All the Aggie fans on our YouTube page are
very happy about it, yeah. Very happy.
Art Garcia, T-Sips are not even close to what you thought they were. You know, Art? Neither are the Aggies for opposite reasons.
Exactly.
I mean,
much better than we thought.
Absolutely. Let's do the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Two guys, two opinions, never enough time.
The Mark Sanchez story.
Weird story, isn't it?
And I blame Adam Schefter. Oh, seriously.
Okay.
Schefter's first tweet said that he was stabbed in a robbery. And so there was all this sympathy. Yes. Oh, poor guy, man, he got mugged. He's in town. What happened? There was never a robbery. And never an apology from Schefter on how wrong he got that. And then he deleted the tweet, which you know where that is. The whole story is just weird. Like, what were you on, dude? Because that seems like it was more than just a couple of extra drinks.
No, it had to be. Now, he was drunk. They've charged him with public intoxication. But there's got to be something. The dude was doing wind sprints in the alley.
Who gets drunk and does wind sprints?
Nobody does
James
that.
Pledger. I've seen James Pledger, at the Rue Pub, all of a sudden wanting to do his 40 time in the parking lot.
Well,
some people get that way when they drink.
I guess.
Although
and down the pier in Ventura.
And that was a whole different story. I'm just glad you made it back.
So I guess a guy that was collecting grease got in his way.
Now that sounds weird, but yeah, there's a guy that works. He collects grease from restaurants.
Yeah.
69 years old.
Big business.
Fearing for his life. Pepper sprays the dude, and by what we know at this point, Mark Sanchez continues to come after him, and the guy stabs him 3 times in the chest. He's lucky he's alive.
He's lucky he's not dead. You're
and then
exactly
there's
right.
video of him zombie-like walking around, which, again, I'm guessing that's more the drunkenness.
Well, now,
you get stabbed, and you're like, oh, yeah.
If you look on TMZ, I guess he cut the driver, too.
Yeah.
Cut a big slash in his face.
Well, was that from slamming him up against the truck?
Well, that could have been, but it was a big gash in his face. He's been charged with 3 misdemeanor charges, what they're saying.
And they added another charge today.
Battery with injury, public intoxication, unlawful entry of a vehicle. I mean, dude got out for $300.
Yeah. But when they added that other charge today that does have a little bit of a jail term, it's interesting because you wonder, how does Fox bring him back?
You can't. How do you bring the guy back after something like it? At least until the legal stuff is behind him, and you see how that turns out. I don't think Fox can bring him back. Do you think they can?
I don't know. They read the same statement on every one of their shows, which was about as generic and PR-y as can be.
Weird story, though, that's for sure.
And again, because you go from the sympathy part of it, dude got stabbed in a robbery. Man, that sucks. And to find out, and he got arrested. What?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And he should have been arrested. I mean, he was clearly the aggressor in this thing. So, I mean, from what I've read, if he's convicted, he could go to jail for as many as 6 years.
He won't do anything.
Well, I don't think he will either, but I'm just saying. That could be pretty severe.
Never thought you'd have anything worse in your life than the butt fumble. And now this.
There was a meme on Twitter that said Mark Sanchez has been punished to 6 years to go back to the Jets.
Jail or Jets? Jail or Jets? Jail or
give me jail, please.
Jail.
Please, jail.
So bizarre game, interesting event in the game last night. The Bills game, ball goes into the stands. Now, you know, if an NFL, like you go to an arena game, you go to like a gunslingers game, ball goes in the stands, you get to keep it. It's a souvenir. The NFL says no. And so a guy caught a ball and immediately left. And Mike Tirico went all Kevin Harlan and did play-by-play on the guy leaving the stadium.
Josh turns, and we'll throw it away. Nice catch there. He's gone. Milano's going to go. He's in row 10. He's in row 15. He might get a beer. Milano, where are you going, man? It's your moment. Milano, row 40, led by Allen. He's going to take it the distance. Maybe it wasn't his seat. Maybe he doesn't want to be on TV. He's gone.
That was really cool and the spur of the moment. Credit Mike Tirico, one of the best in the business. I'm just sad he's got to sit next to Collinsworth. But I digress. That was a hell of a thing to do. It was funny.
Well, but again, was the guy? I mean, this isn't like Coldplay, where you're sitting in the front row with somebody that you're not supposed to be with. For that guy to be that heads up is, oh crap, I've got a souvenir. They're going to come get this for me. I've got to get out of here.
I think that's what he was thinking. I don't know. Do you get to keep footballs?
No,
you don't, right? So they were going to get. He was going to run. And he was gone. That's it. He'll watch the rest of the game from a sports bar somewhere.
You got front row seats.
No kidding.
All right.
Yeah, but he got a football out of the deal.
And you don't think security might see you at the top of the stairs?
Well, they might. They might, but he's that dude. He had some moves.
The guy wearing the Josh Allen jersey was kind of in the way. Like, dude, you know, you're my lead blocker. Or are you in the way? I don't know. I don't know why the NFL doesn't let these guys, if you catch a football in the stands, that you could keep it.
I totally agree. So he just went to hide out. Maybe he went to the bathroom. I mean, I don't know, where do you go? You go somewhere else. I'm not sure, but nobody's stopping him. There's security people right there in front of him.
Well, that security guy might not know what he's doing.
Well, maybe.
But somebody.
He's got a football in his hand.
But I mean, if you brought that, you're getting autographs. That security guard wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
But as he hits the concourse, you know, there's cameras every speck of that place with incredible facial ID. They can find that guy if they really want their football back.
I'm sure they do. And if they do, the hell with them. They don't get their football back. You let the guy keep the football. That just doesn't happen very often, and you know, they ought to let him keep those footballs.
They should. So you have at least one crazy ex-wife, right?
Yes.
She ever do anything to you that you're like, I need to call the cops?
No, well.
All right,
yeah, it'll be in the book.
Well, so there's this. Now, this lady is a firefighter down in Florida. And she took up her breakup revenge to a level that I did not know was. I don't know how you think of this stuff, although she says her mom and her aunt came up with this idea.
It's quite expensive, I would think. I'm not sure what these things cost, but it sounds expensive.
Well, so this lady, she's a firefighter. She has been arrested and charged with 2 counts of misdemeanor stalking, and police say because she took 75 to 100 possibly used tampons and put them in her ex-boyfriend's front yard after she found out he's got a new girlfriend.
I don't know that they were used, but they were stained red. Now, they might have been. Some of them could have been.
Some of them could have been.
But to go through 75 tampons, I mean, that would take a couple months, wouldn't it?
According to the arrest affidavit, she says her mom and aunt came up with the plan.
Okay.
They purchased all the tampons and painted them red to look as if they've been used, although cops say some of them might have been possibly used. And again, there's cameras everywhere. This is all on film. She originally denied it, and then when they showed her the video, she's like, "Yeah, that's me."
I mean, what are you going to do, right? And I'm sure the cops, I don't know, they're probably scared of her. But, every girl in Florida is going, "You go, girl. You go. Get it done." That's a new one, tampons.
Right.
Yeah, we haven't seen any green toys fly out.
Well,
maybe it's going to be tampons from now on.
No. That's a whole different level of crazy.
Fun stuff. But
Is it?
Again, it happens in Florida. Well, because it didn't happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty happy about that.
Alexandra says tampons are expensive.
Yes.
What are we talking about? 100 of them? I don't know how many come in a box. But just a...
Dude, you never had to buy tampons in your life?
Well, I have.
Yeah, I did too.
I mean...
It's like...
It's rare, and it's confusing,
Is there
and it's
anything more
uncomfortable.
humiliating than that, to go into a CVS or an H-E-B and pick up a box of tampons?
No, I mean, I'm a mature dude.
Well, I'm not.
The hard part was for my daughter when she was a teenager, and this was fairly new, and I'm staring at all of these options, and I had to ask a lady there, what do I get? Because I didn't know what I was getting. Because there are so many different kinds that it's difficult.
Dude, I would get a description that it had to be the certain brand, a certain whatever, and I mean, and
well, if at least you had that.
I got directions because I didn't want to go in there. Because you stand in front of a thing full of tampons. There's about 100 different kinds.
Yeah, there are.
Yes.
But you got to know which ones you're getting.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And Erica wasn't old enough to really know what she needed, and Joanna wasn't there to help. That was.
Yeah, it's.
I want to say I bought like 4 or 5 different kinds just to make sure she had what she needed.
And every girl dad out there knows exactly what we're talking about, because you will have something like that happen if it hasn't happened to you yet.
Gilbert says on our YouTube page, I once left a girl in the middle of the night, woke up the next morning, and she was staring at me while I sleep. My cousin let her into the house. I was freaked out.
Yeah, dude.
Yikes.
You're lucky that's all she was doing was staring at you.
She have a knife?
Cow.
Lorena.
Woo. That would be scary, man. I guarantee you. Hey, we got more tickets to give away. Why don't we do that right now? How about a pair of tickets to go see Robin Trower, October 17th, live at the Aztec Theater? How do you feel about that?
Well, caller number 17, those tickets are yours.
17, 210-656-3776, 656-ESPN. October 17th, Robin Trower. Tickets available if you don't win on livenation.com, where you can listen all week long for your chance to win. Again, you said caller 7?
It's teen. Since they're playing on the 17th.
Caller 17, good luck to you. Jerry Jones next here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, excuse me, football season in full swing. You know the best place to get in all the action and make your picks and win money right here in Texas. I won money this weekend. I told you, if you are have a quarterback that's playing the Cowboys defense, always go higher. It took till the fourth quarter, but Justin Fields went higher. Turned green. You love watching your pick-em entries turn green because that means money is going into your account. Playing on Underdog is easy. You pick whether your players are going to go higher or lower on stats, rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, that sort of thing. Get all your picks right. You could win up to 5,000 times your cash. I'll be playing tonight because, well, we've got Monday Night Football tonight, Chiefs and Jacksonville. You want to win money tonight? Download the Underdog app. Sign up with promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Joel, don't you just love Halloween?
It's okay, but I do like your troll costume.
I'm not wearing a costume.
Folks, if your home's AC starts making those witching sounds or the pipes in your wall start moaning and clanging like ghosts having a party, call Quarter Moon at 651-5899 and we'll send our team of highly trained
Ghostbusters!
I was gonna say technicians.
I ain't afraid of no clogs.
Quarter Moon Plumbing and AC, 651-5899. License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Hey, San Antonio. Multiple tours overseas, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training toward our low-cost degree and certificate programs. We call that credit where credit is due. For over 75 years, our dedicated success coaches have been helping service members achieve their goals. Get started with local support and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATS.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the morning huddles. AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
Where do you think you guys are right now compared to where you hope you can be?
You know, we're not where we need to be. And again, I think when you look at it, the main objective for us is to win. And with our record being 1-2-1, we've obviously not done that enough. And there's been moments that the defense has played well, and we haven't been able to feed off of that. And then there's been times where we've scored points, taken the lead, and the defense hasn't been able to get the stop to put the game away. And a lot of it's just learning how to finish.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game, Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Cowboys play here. 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Well, I think Brian Schottenheimer's feeling pretty good today after a big win in New York against the Jets yesterday. Cowboys now 2-2-1. And believe it or not, folks, I even had to look at that. They're 500.
It's hard to be 500 after 5 games, but the Cowboys are.
I can't believe it's already been 5 games, dude. I hate the football season just flies by and all the rest just kind of creep along.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys do look good yesterday, and I think Brian Schottenheimer, I'm not going to say has proven himself, but he's certainly doing a pretty good job. He did yesterday. We'll give him that. And he's done a pretty good job. He did a pretty good job against Green Bay playing.
They've got the number one offense.
With the calls, yeah.
He's doing a hell of a job on the offensive side. Defensive side, all I know is Jerry, he had a great day in New York. Flipping fans off, and his Cowboys got a win against the Jets.
This was a great win for team, not a win for an individual or 4 or 5 all-star, all-pros. This was done with a lot of guys that wouldn't even have been dressed out there today. There's several of them. So my hat's off to, but the main thing I want to say is the credibility of our coaches just went up today in the eyes of the players. And everybody, in my mind, should have the same feeling about them.
And he's right, because the Cowboys, and we talked about it on Friday, they're a walking mash unit. I mean, they had a ton of injuries. 4 of their starters out on the offensive line. CeeDee Lamb obviously out. They did a great job despite all the injuries yesterday.
The idea, they had 5 sacks yesterday. I got 2 full pages of notes from the Cowboys PR department this week. Remember the other game against Chicago? They didn't even bother. It's full. 5 sacks, season high. Most since they had a 6-sack game in 2024, regular season finale against Washington. Just some incredible stats, too. First half, Javonte Williams had 108 rushing yards. Ryan Flournoy had 104 receiving yards. Going back to 1978, there has never been a game in which the Cowboys had a 100-yard rusher and 100-yard receiver in the same half of a game. That's impressive.
That is impressive. No doubt. And I don't care who you're playing. It's impressive. They did a great job, did exactly what they needed to do. I find it I think Jerry's kind of feeling pretty good about himself, especially after that Micah Parsons trade, and things seem to be, at least for now, working out okay.
Well, James Houston led the team in tackles. He also had 1.5 sacks. He's got 3.5 sacks on the year. That leads the Cowboys, and Jerry happy that he drafted that kid.
Well, it just shows you that he's got those kinds of skills. He always has it. We know that he needs to work on the run. Guess what? We had a pass rusher around here that the way to box him in was run at him, but he could really rush the passer. This guy's rushing the passer beyond my expectation.
Was that a shot at Micah Parsons?
That was a shot at Micah Parsons.
That was a shot at Micah Parsons.
I'm paying this guy $58 a game, and that guy wanted $58 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. How about that? Well, see, Jerry has that luxury right now because the Cowboys are playing well. And he finally, yesterday, they got some pressure on a quarterback. I don't blame him. Why not take a shot at him? And what he said is not false. He's absolutely right. You got to admit it, Minix.
Admit what?
That Micah could not stop the run.
No, he couldn't stop the run.
No.
You've never heard me say he was a great run stopper either.
I'm just saying. What Jerry said is factual.
It is. And it's also factual that they gave up a whole lot of points to the Jets. Now, granted, it was late. 37-22 the final score, but it wasn't that close.
No.
And even the first half, the halftime score, a little misleading because those 2 touchdowns so late in the half. But the Cowboys put that game away. And I know the Jets got some points, so when I say that, like, really? But they did. There was never a point in that second half where you thought the Jets might actually come back and make this a game. Oh, crap. Right? I don't know anybody watching that game thought at any point the Cowboys wouldn't walk out of that stadium with a win.
Yeah, I mean, all the points they got in the fourth quarter were garbage time points. I mean, every single one of them. So, yeah, and every team does that. So I'm not going to blame the Cowboys. You got to give them some credit, Minix. So they gave up 22 points to the Jets. It's all right. Played well.
I'm glad you're giving everybody a blue ribbon.
Well, I'm just saying that the Cowboys defense played well. Did they not?
Sure.
You're just still pissed off that Micah Parsons is the Green Bay Packer.
I am not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm pissed off.
You don't want to give the defense credit. I get it. That's fine.
Justin Fields threw for 283. They gave up 144 on the ground. I give them credit, but I mean the bar is so low when it comes to the Cowboys defense. They did play better, and quite frankly, physical. They were hitting some people yesterday. Even Shoddy talked about the physical play of the Cowboys defense.
I thought the defense played physical, man. I thought Maris did that. You know, the pass rush was incredible. You know, because I was sitting there working on calls, and I'd look up and see Justin, you know, on his back or running for his life, and you know, great energy, man. Our guys expected to win this game. They expected to play well, and I think that's important, and that's what we're trying to build.
And I think coming off of that tie, they were anxious to get that taste out of their mouths of the tie with Green Bay. Even though they didn't lose the game, they tied it. And so, bad taste.
And again, but it's not a loss. And the defense, even Dak said, they're getting better.
I mean, no surprise. I mean, that's why you don't figure point, because you trust and believe in your brothers and your teammates. If anything, we're going to look at ourselves on offense and say, how do we finish this game better in the second half and make sure that we don't allow the defense to be on the field as long as they were. You know, I take responsibilities for as long as they're on the field with those 3 and outs and us not converting third downs is we were gassing them out. Not necessarily the Jets offense, but just with our lack of production on offense and not giving them the rest, that's on us. So it's about being complimentary and making sure we take care of our business, because when they do get those turnovers and when they're making those stops, we've got to make sure we're rewarding them. And that's what complimentary football is about.
Mr. Positive, Dak Prescott, ladies and gentlemen.
He's taken, and he's right, though. Would they have three and outs in the second half?
They did. Like, Dak played well. They did what they had to do against a very bad football team. They got to go on the road now again this week and play a Carolina Panthers team that plays better at home.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, because the way that game started, for the Jets to open with a 13-play drive that took, 7 minutes, 8 minutes? Cowboys held them to a field goal. Then they had that other long drive that ended up with the fumble. That was 8 plays, 70 yards, give or take. That was, in that fumble, that changed everything for the Cowboys, all of it right there.
It did, yeah.
You know, but it's the way they created that fumble too. And that is an element of the defense that has been missing, is creating takeaways. And the bizarre stat that the New York Jets have not created one takeaway in their first 5 games, which over 100 years of keeping these stats, that's never happened before. Like, you don't trip into a fumble, you don't trip into an interception with a defensive-minded head coach like Aaron Glenn. That is surprising.
Well, Aaron Glenn was clearly frustrated yesterday after that game, and he should be. They're the Jets, and Aaron Glenn had to know that, didn't he, when he got there? Do you think? My goodness, he played for him, for goodness sake. He knows.
He knew it would be a slow process. And they kept bringing up, well, you remember when he went to Detroit and they started, 0-8, 0-9, whatever. He's seen this before. I don't know if it was this bad.
Yeah, I don't think no. Give him another couple of years, and maybe he turns that thing around.
Will he get another couple of years?
Well, I don't know. He should get another couple of years. If the Jets get anxious and pull, look, you got to have somebody stay there and try to build something. I mean, my goodness.
It's bad.
It's bad. It's very bad. The New York Jets they're horrible.
Well, I'm happy for it, because the Cowboys got to win. After 5 games, they're 500.
I'm glad to see some positivity out of you for a change.
What do you mean?
Oh, the defense. They
your
gave up
Titans
this.
got to win yesterday.
I know. I'm happy as hell.
I can tell.
Give a damn.
I mean, if we keeping a buck right now, we ass.
Not yesterday, Cam.
Wait, no, that's for the Jets. That's the Jets. That's what Justin Fields should have said.
Well,
They were keeping it a buck.
Unfortunately, the Baltimore Ravens are kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
They're ass right now.
Could you imagine Cooper Rush saying that?
He'd be a little more like a white guy, though. Exactly. We're ass. Oh, my goodness. Cooper had a rough time yesterday. It wasn't good for Cooper against that Texans defense. It wasn't a good day on Saturday for Texas or Penn State.
Here we go.
Sark has got some comments on what happened on Saturday. We will hear from the head coach of the Texas Longhorns when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, injuries happen, and when they do, you can skip the ER and get straight to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains, conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing. In fact, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at tsaog.com. That's tsaog.com.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down! It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The Gomez Law Firm is proud to be San Antonio's trusted personal injury law firm for the past 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us. Your firm has been fighting for the people of San Antonio since 1973. That's incredible.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then turn to the law firm that will fight for you. Visit joegomezlaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Sports fans, listen up. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer, and bladder leaks can be a side effect. That's why Depend is teaming up with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to encourage screening. Because health is a long game, and it's yours to win. Now here's the cool part. Through November, Depend is contributing up to $300,000 to prostate cancer research by donating 25 cents for every purchase of Depend shields, guards, and Real Fit products. Void in Mississippi. Learn more at depend.com.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, college impact, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The porkrinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero college football post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
Progressive presents a testimonial of sorts.
Hey, slow down! Oh, yeah? Well, you drive like my grandma. She's a very attentive and courteous driver who wears a seatbelt and always uses her turn signals. She's also a talented painter and has very low cholesterol. Not that that has anything to do with her drive. We just thought a more complete picture of who she is might be interesting. Anyway, have a nice day.
Safe driver? Get Snapshot from Progressive and get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday evening at 6, the Aggies take on the Florida Gators. Presented by Just Pots. Free game at 5 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, Jason, the Spurs have a little preseason game today. Are they calling it an exhibition game?
Well, that's what preseason is. Who are they playing?
Some team from China, the Lions.
Can you give me the name?
I have no clue how to say it. No, I don't. You know how to say it, Pledge?
The Pledge is going to make things
He
up.
doesn't care?
No.
He doesn't know how to say it.
No.
Look at him.
So your guy Vinny Vin said it today.
Uh-huh.
And he said, are you guys going to go do your show from the arena for this big preseason game against the who are they playing? I can't say it, so I'm not going.
The Lions.
Yeah.
They are the Lions. I saw a big video that the Spurs put out, and they had them over at the their training facility, feeding them dinner last night and stuff.
The Lions?
Hospitality, yeah. Very nice.
What do you feed lions?
Well, it was a big buffet. It looked pretty good. So props to them.
Good Texas barbecue or the fajitas?
I didn't see exactly what it was, but it looked like a variety of things. But it was just kind of nice. R.C. Buford hugging the guys, welcoming them to San Antonio.
Isn't that sweet?
Isn't it nice?
Yeah. Speaking of basketball, see LeBron James drop a teaser video for the Decision 2 tomorrow. Well, because of that video, ticket prices for the Lakers' final regular season home game have skyrocketed. Now, hours ago, those tickets were about $85, according to TickPick. Now, the cheapest seat is going for $445 for the Lakers' last regular season game. They're taking on the Utah Jazz because so many wonder if it's going to be a retirement announcement. Although 2 + 2 sometimes, LeBron's got a massive deal with Amazon. And Brett Siegel, who covers the NBA, has been on this show many times, tweeted out, don't forget LeBron has that deal with Amazon, and tomorrow Prime Days start.
Yeah, they do. They do start tomorrow. I think it's Bronny's taking his talents to the G League.
Bronny has earned it.
Look, I don't
think this has anything to do with Bronny. This has LeBron with making money.
Dude, if it's about Amazon, that's going to piss me off.
Why?
Because.
And if it was a retirement annoussment, it would piss you off.
Not really.
Yes, it would.
I'd be happy about that, actually.
What if it's to announce
Taco Tuesday?
You know, it could be that. It is on Tuesday.
See the LeBron James taco seasoning available for Prime Days.
Yes.
Yeah.
6 for $1.
Mm-hmm.
You know, speaking of Prime Days, everybody's following suit. I saw commercials all weekend long for Walmart and several other. They're having their own version of Prime Days. So there could be some cheap stuff out there starting tomorrow.
Dude, I can imagine the cardboard that's going to be stacking up at your house over the next 24, 48 hours.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, I know your wife. She's probably set the alarm for midnight.
Could be.
She's going to get up.
She might.
Buy stuff you don't know you need.
Exactly. Well, do
You're
they
going to
sell
get
that
4
stuff?
new TVs.
Unplug it, baby.
Unplug it, baby.
Although she would know she needed that, which is why Prime Days are here.
Yes, they are. You know, I've taken advantage of Prime Days.
Well, sure.
You know, I bought a couple of TVs.
Yeah.
One year.
I bought a power washer.
Oh, there.
It's come in handy.
I'm sure vacuum cleaners are going to be on sale.
Nah.
Christmas is coming up, Minix.
Man, if that's what she puts on her list, that's what she gets. You know, she's still happy with that vacuum cleaner.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear it.
I'll never do that again, though.
No, you won't.
Not because of her, because of you.
What? Well, you can do it. Just don't tell me about it.
How do you not make fun of yourself?
Exactly.
She
right.
asked for a vacuum cleaner. I got her a vacuum cleaner.
Boy, I wish I could have seen the look on her face. The excitement.
Oh, she was.
The excitement.
She was.
Woo-wee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're going to be selectively aggressive.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what LeBron does. I firmly expect it's going to be something important. Like, hey, all right, I'm going to play this year out, and I'm done. It's the last year of his contract.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going anywhere else. I mean, who wants him? No, I mean sincerely, and I mean that sincere. Who wants him? Maybe a team that needs a push over the top. But the guy makes a ton of money. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Well, he put out a teaser video.
He did.
It is on Prime Day. I don't know that he's ready to say, this is my last year. And I don't know what we want from the greats, right? You remember Tim Duncan walking off the floor. I took a picture, and I hope this isn't the last time I see Tim Duncan in a uniform. A couple weeks later, you get the press release from the Spurs that Tim Duncan announced his retirement. You don't get that send-off, although I think a lot of Spurs fans kind of knew, and every game was kind of that send-off game because you kind of felt like this was it. For LeBron, do you want the victory lap? Do you want?
He does.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's but do you do it into a decision too? This feels like it's got marketing. I mean, I was thinking retirement until I saw the tweet about his Amazon deal, and yeah, the production on this seems like this has got nothing to do with the future of basketball. It's about selling stuff.
Well, that's going to be a real cold shower if that happens, honestly. You know, I mean, just dumping cold water on ridiculous. He could do that anyway. You don't have to make a big production about it. Decision, too.
It's LeBron James.
What, decision to what? Buy a power washer or a flip phone? I mean, seriously?
A flip phone?
They're back.
Are they really?
Yeah, flip phones are back.
Wow.
No, they're not.
They're a little.
Yes, they are.
They're a little nicer than the flip phones we're used to, I would think.
Yeah, they're touchscreen on the inside and stuff.
Do you have one yet?
No.
You're going to get one tomorrow on Prime Days?
Maybe. Although, if this truly is about Prime Day, when you rip them, Joe, I'm going to agree with everything you say.
Exactly, right? That's going to be a kick in the stones. I mean, come on, don't be doing this, because then who's going to take him serious if that happens? Oh, well, decision 3 is coming up.
What's for dinner?
No. When he does his retirement, it's going to be the final decision.
Well, why would he do that? Then you would know. He's not going to do that.
Dude.
You know how teases work.
I do.
Well, you don't give away the thing with a tease. The final decision. Decision 2. I thought the first one was stupid.
He's taken his talents to South Beach.
Exactly.
We're still talking about it how many years later? It clearly works. He understands marketing.
Well, just because he's got a decision too. It's like a bad sequel.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. No, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Well, Sark has some decisions to make.
He does?
Jeff Traylor has some decisions to make. Not a good Saturday for the Longhorns or the Roadrunners. Both coaches, Jeff Traylor and Steve Sarkisian, saying, dude, we got to cut out the outside noise, staying loyal. I'm curious what's being talked about on the inside, which we'll never know. I don't know what to think of this Longhorn team. The preseason number one to being out of the poll in October. And I've always said, we shouldn't see a poll until October because now you have a good idea of what these teams really are. And it's circa Las Vegas. I put money on Texas winning the national championship.
Did you?
I did.
Well, that could still, it's early, man.
Look, they could still get in the playoffs, but they have no margin for error at this point. But it wasn't Arch that was the most disappointing. The defense was awful. They dial up some trick plays, and guys are wide open, and they can't connect. It was a disaster in all three phases for the Texas Longhorns. Arch will take the brunt of it, and I'm not defending Arch. He wasn't great, but he's not the only reason why they lost. I mean, he made some throws. There were some big drops in that game, and once they get rattled, it's there. But that defense, to me, was the biggest disappointment because, kind of opposite of the Cowboys, you feel like the Longhorns' defense is going to give Texas a chance to win every game, and they did not down at the Swamp.
And they looked so good against Ohio State, honly.
I thought you were going to say Sam Houston.
Well, they looked great against Sam Houston. And UTEP, they struggled, though. That wasn't good. Look, this is just not the team everybody thought they were. Now, can they get it together and play well down the stretch? Sure. But they've got a lot of work to do. And Pledge put it up there. Their offensive line is not playing well. And it is a brand-new offensive line for the most part, too.
Sure.
So, look, they've got to get it together. I just think, and we said it many times, the expectations for Arch Manning were outrageous. The expectations for the Texas football team, outrageous to begin with. Nobody should have that kind of expectations entering the season.
I mean, it's what we do. Whether you're doing a sports talk radio show, you're writing for a newspaper or a blog or just posting on social media, projections are what they are, and it's expectation. We expected Texas to be far better than what we're seeing right now, period, right? We expected – hell, I thought my preseason prediction was the national championship game was going to be Penn State against Texas.
About the kiss of death there, Minix.
Dude, did you see UCLA? They get that win, and nobody's in that stadium. You got Rick Neuheisel's kid calling plays.
Yeah.
He was like a GA 2 weeks ago there. And then they stormed the field, and the security guard was able to round up all 8 people and take them off the field. That was the most bizarre scene out there. And then James Franklin afterwards blames having to travel all these different time zones and everything. And I'm thinking, all right, well, Oregon traveled multiple time zones and beat your ass in a whiteout night game at your place. That's not an excuse. I mean, James Franklin losing 2 in a row. It's one thing to lose a big game to Oregon, but to lose to a UCLA team that had not had the lead one time this season, that's fireable.
Well, he needs to be fired. I'm surprised he still has a job left, and if he makes it through the end of the season, he won't. I mean, they have been patient with that guy, and he can't win a big game. He proved that against Oregon, and now he goes up and poops the bed in California. It's really sad, and I don't know what they're waiting for with this guy. I mean, honestly, he just has not been able to get it done. They're the third team at best in the Big Ten, seems like every year.
Well, I mean, what is James Franklin known for? Building programs.
Losing big games.
And losing big. No, but I think James Franklin has proven he is a hell of a coach at turning a program around. But he's only going to be able to take the program so far. And then somebody else will come in and take them across the finish line. That's what's going to happen. That's the expectation for Penn State. When they get rid of that guy, they're going to bring in somebody that can take them across the finish line, because Penn State struggling, the amount of money at that place, kind of like in Austin, there's no excuse. Old Rob's kid, Jack Thompson, says, well, maybe don't go 4 weeks without playing a good team, let alone a P4 team. And there's that. They open with Texas opens with Ohio State, and then they have a couple of money games.
Well, they got a huge one this week.
Yeah.
I mean, Oklahoma, with or without their quarterback, is going to be a tough test. I mean, it's going to be a real tough test, and it would not surprise me if all of a sudden, miraculously, their starting quarterback is back in the lineup.
Oh, Mateer.
Uh-huh.
Bob Ballou's been saying that
he has.
for weeks.
He has.
Mateer doesn't miss this game. And the Aggies continue to roll, number 5 in the country.
Yeah, they're playing well, and they've got another home game, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
Are they going to play every game at home this year?
You know, it's funny. Texas doesn't have a home game till November in Austin. And A&M doesn't go to the airport forever. But they're taking care of business. That was an impressive win over a very good Mississippi State team.
It
dominating.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what A&M does with Florida. I mean, honestly, if Florida comes into College Station and they get whacked by the Aggies, then you're really going to have to hit the panic button when it comes to Texas. Unbelievable, man. I tell you what. Jeff Traylor, by the way, UTSA Roadrunner head coach, will join us at 4:30. That's coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Right now, though, you got an opportunity, if you want to go see the UTSA Roadrunners take on the Rice Owls. You got that opportunity right now. We got a pair of tickets this Saturday inside the Alamo Dome, Minix.
It's their homecoming game.
Well, they can beat Rice, can't they?
I mean, they didn't last year.
Well,
Will they cook Rice?
Will they? Oh.
Yes, they'll get this win.
I think, I hope so. It's going to be at home. It is homecoming. You don't want to disappoint the fans.
They don't lose at home.
Well, this is true.
I don't need to hear from you Texas State types.
Pair of tickets to go see that game this Saturday inside the Alamo Dome to caller number
10
at 210-656-3776, 656-ESPN. Spurs play basketball tonight. We're talking about it when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you're a business owner, a manager, a club leader, and you need your logo on any kind of gear, get into Sammy's Embroidery and Printing down on San Pedro. If you need caps done, Sam has over 25,000 caps and more than 75 color combinations on display in his showroom, including the popular Richardson 112 style trucker caps, Katie caps, Nike Cap America, to name a few. If you need T-shirts, screen printed, go see Sam. If you need your logo on a nice golf shirt, a fishing shirt, dress shirt, any kind of shirt, Sam has all the big name brands, Eddie Bauer, North Face, Nike, Under Armour, Travis Matthew, Port Authority, to name a few. And they've even added a full line of Tommy Bahama. So if you want your logo on a nice Tommy Bahama golf shirt, quarter zip jacket, go see Sam. Incredible pricing on the Tommy Bahama, and that includes the logo. Nobody has better prices, and Sam is the only company in Texas with one-day turnaround. No order too small, certainly no order too big, and all items do come with a warranty. Call 210-824-3900, 824-3900, or better yet, get into that massive showroom down on San Pedro, a mile inside Loop 410, right there across from McDonald's, or check the website, samsembroidery.com, for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
You're locked on the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
If you've been injured in an accident, you know there's no shortage of attorneys who want your business. But when it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years. We've successfully represented thousands of injured Texans, earning over 12,000 five-star reviews on Google. So, who is the right attorney for you? Just look at the numbers. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Multiple tours overseas, long nights monitoring cyber activity, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training. We call that credit where credit is due. Whether you're active duty and looking at what's next, or a veteran looking for something new, our degrees and certificate programs teach the application of emerging technologies and enduring life skills. So get started on a degree or certificate with personalized local support services and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. At UMGC, turn your military rank into college credit. Eligible enlisted service members and previously enlisted veterans may receive up to 12 credits for select undergraduate courses based on their rank, and up to 90 credits in total for prior learning, military experience, and training. Visit umgc.edu/SATX to learn more.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour apple 5-hour energy shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keeps your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at sour apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature-Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Spurs open up the preseason tonight with an exhibition game against the Lions from China. They'll tip at 7 o'clock in the Frostbank Center. A game that will be televised, by the way, on CW35. A lot of Spurs not playing. De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, Jordan McLaughlin, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan, and Kelly Olynyk. Are you playing minutes? I mean, nobody else is.
I'm starting center at 5'7".
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
And I hope everybody's having a great Monday out there, whatever you're doing. Thank you for listening to the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. However you're doing that, if you're on the radio, thank you for that. Any one of the many apps, if you're on at sasportstar.com, or if you're on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, like and subscribe there as well. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix, and been a good Monday. Not bad.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's Monday.
Dude, you ought to be celebrating.
What am I?
Cowboys won?
Yeah.
I figured you'd come in here happy. You got your little Cowboy shirt on.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You realize half my wardrobe is Cowboys gear.
Uh-huh.
So you're wearing a nice
I guess it could be considered that, sure. You know, the 2 Cowboy shirts that I have are long sleeves, so I have to wait. And they're T-shirts, which is kind of frowned upon here in the studio.
Well, why don't you get a golf shirt?
Well, maybe I will next year at training camp.
Next year?
Yeah.
You know, there's a Cowboys Pro Shop over off Hebner. There's There's one at the North Star Mall.
That takes way too much time.
Ingram
Look,
Park
if
Mall.
I'm there at training camp,
Amazon Prime
they've
Days are
got the
tomorrow.
do they have cowboy gear on there?
Well, of course.
They do?
Yes.
Huh.
Jerry knows how to make money.
Well, that he does.
Mhm.
That he does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not, yeah, you never know. I might do that.
What do you mean you might?
Oh, well, I might. I buy a shirt at training camp. In fact, I've got 2 T-shirts, and I bought a nice hoodie this year, which I've already worn once up to the Cowboys game. When
It's a long-sleeve T-shirt hoodie.
Well, yeah, but I like it because it's the thin material.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And mostly when you say hoodie and you've already worn it, unless you're James Pledger or 17, it's not hoodie season yet.
Yeah, but we were in Jerry World. It's a little chilly in there sometimes, you know.
Exactly.
And it fit the thing. And by the way, it doesn't say Dallas Cowboys. It says training camp on it, 2025.
With the star.
With a star.
Which says Dallas Cowboys.
Well, okay.
You understand what that means,
I guess you can take
right?
it that way. Pledge is pulling up all kinds of stuff on the old computer. Is that an Oilers shirt?
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah,
look
a little
at that.
throwback.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You
That's a
could-
golf
you
shirt.
could
I
get
could get
that.
one of those. That'd be cool.
You know, on our YouTube channel, Art Garcia, diehard Aggie fan and UTSA fan, says he doesn't want to go to the UTSA Rice game because the Aggies are playing at 6 o'clock. Aggies are playing a really, 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 really good Florida team. And we know how really, really good that Florida team is.
They sucked until they met up with Texas.
I'm just saying.
That should be a good game. Test for the Aggies again in College Station. Dude, I know. I guess Texas played 3 games in a row at home against Cupcakes.
Sure.
That's a pretty good schedule for them, being able to have these games at home.
Well, my question, though, really is, for UTSA, are they now at the point to where, sure, your allegiance initially is for A&M or for Texas, but UTSA has grown to the part where I'd rather go watch a UTSA game in person and check scores on the phone than be at home watching on television another game. UTSA, to me, has grown into that. And we've heard that from other people, except for, is that only when they're winning? Like, when you knew Frank Harris was going to go in there, UTSA, the roller coaster that they're on right now, are they now, which is unfortunate, but reality, I'd rather stay at home and watch the Aggies than go to UTSA and be at a live game and tailgate and all the parties that go with it. Because the last couple of years, I thought UTSA had shifted. The first 5 or 6 years, my decision to go to a UTSA game, depending on the TV schedule and what it was interfering with, that's changed for me personally. It hasn't
so you're saying
changed for Art.
If this game was at 2:30, you would go to the UTSA game?
Yeah.
Next week?
Yeah.
Really?
This week, Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though Texas and
I know
OU are
you-
playing.
You'd go to UTSA?
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
I mean, the tailgating is fun, and the quality of football that I'm expecting to see.
Now, if Texas was any good, would you decide differently?
It's the Red River rivalry.
Well, you're fortunate. You can do both this year, or at least for the first half, and then you go down to the Alamo Dome.
Are you kidding?
So
you have no idea what my Saturday is going to be.
It's going to be a good?
Sure.
So you're looking forward to your Saturday. I'm curious.
Well, no. So my mom's 80th birthday is Friday.
Okay.
And
you're saying you're going to be hungover on Saturday. Is that what you're saying?
No, I've got Friday night football.
That's right.
I got
That's
Reagan
right.
and Johnson.
Oh, wow.
No, but I've got to get up at I don't know what time, make some ribs, drive them to Copper's Cove, eat, and then get back in time to go to the Alamo Dome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite the Saturday. I got to babysit this Saturday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, it's my daughter's birthday,
and
so her husband's taking her to somewhere. So we get a couple of grandkids that we're watching.
You going to take them to the UTSA game?
No, won't be doing that. Although that's not a horrible idea.
That's a great idea.
You know, it's really not a bad idea. Now, one's a baby that's like 3 months old, so I'm not sure that would work out. But
well, I mean,
The kid,
It's
it
not
could be
like they're going to change a diaper.
Could be like, nice grandfather grandson outing to the UTSA game.
How old is he?
3.
3?
Yeah. He went to his first game. It was a Smithson Valley Ranger game. They played, Piper, I think.
Oh, yeah. That was a hell of a game.
It was his first football game.
Yeah?
He enjoyed it.
Did you go?
No.
No. So Maggie would stay home with the baby.
Yeah.
And you would take the 3-year-old to a football game.
Cash.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So you would take a 3-year-old to a game.
No, I wouldn't. There's the answer to that.
Without Maggie.
Now we'll watch it on TV.
Yeah.
And it'll be good.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not taking the kid to.
Oh, come on.
No.
I mean, you could.
No.
Chasing that kid all around the Alamo Dome.
Exactly.
Trying to figure out how do you get a 3-year-old to pee in the urinal that's way up yonder.
I'd have to be responsible, and
like how many beers can you drink with a 3-year-old there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not into that.
That sounds like a great idea.
Wouldn't be able to tailgate. Oh, I could drag him around the tailgate.
I mean, you have a little baby with you, man. It's a chick magnet.
We go over.
Oh, that's a great idea, Jim.
That's the last thing I need is a chick magnet. Not looking to be magnetic with the chicks.
Uh-huh. All kinds of things you could do.
Well, I highly doubt
Teach
I'll
them
be
about
there.
Fireball.
Now, when on October 30th, I believe Tulane is here.
Mhm.
I thoroughly plan to be at that game.
It's a Thursday night game.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay, I can be there.
It's their blackout game.
Well, we can go. I don't know what time that game kicks.
6:30.
Okay, perfect.
Except you won't be able to tailgate.
Well, I'll make up for it. That is a Thursday night game, isn't it? I can't wait. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it is going to be a good one.
I hope, anyway. I hope it's going to be a good one.
Jeff Traylor will join us in about 25 minutes. He's answered the question a bunch today. He'll get it again about play calling and quarterbacks.
Absolutely, he will. And during his press conference today,
feisty.
He was he didn't seem happy about a couple of things. So we'll ask him about that. We'll see if he expands on that or expounds on that, whatever the case may be. You know what today is, Minix? It's Monday.
Yeah.
You know what else it is?
A Mellow Mushroom Monday.
It is that. You win the prize today.
All right, man. So we don't need a caller?
No, we do need a caller. It's just for pride. It's kind of like me just beating the crap out of everybody in our Pro Football Pick'em Challenge. It's unbelievable, man. I thought you guys were good out there, Alexandra.
It's early.
It is a Mellow Monday, Mellow Mushroom Monday. We've got a $50 gift card that we would like to give to somebody who is listening out there right now. Mellow Mushroom Monday, what are you thinking, Minix?
Let's do caller 1.
Caller number 1.
We never do that.
210-656-3776, 656-ESPN. Good luck to you. Spurs playing basketball tonight. We're talking about it when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
When you need an electrician, you know Hill Electric is available for both residential and commercial needs. I've used Hill Electric for a variety of projects at my house through the years. They do fantastic work and have for well over 3 decades. The family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. And whatever your project is, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price. There's never a service charge and always free estimates, so it costs you absolutely nothing to figure out what it will take to get a project done. So call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074, 404-9074, or hill-electric.com.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon. The Cowboys are in Charlotte taking on the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Pregame starts at 11. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
If you get your drinking water from a pitcher filter or a refrigerator that has a filter, you need to listen up. These types of filters can't remove the majority of microscopic contaminants that can be in your drinking water. The reason being, the filter holes in these cheap filters are so large, microscopic contaminants slide right through without being removed. To put it in comparison, imagine contaminants that are the size of rats and roaches, and the holes in the filter are the size of a hula hoop. The rats and roaches are doing cannonballs through the hula hoop right into your glass of drinking water. So how do you get rid of them? Connecticut Quality Water Systems of San Antonio and the Hill Country. It all starts with a free water analysis. So call Connecticut at 656-PURE or online at connecticutosa.com. Connecticut, change your water, it'll change your life.
Proud sponsor of Dallas Cowboys football on San Antonio Sports Star.
The last water softener you'll ever own. ConnecticutOSA.com.
License number 38961.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
The UTSA Roadrunners open American Conference play Saturday night against the Rice Owls in the Alamo Dome. It's homecoming. It's UTSA's annual Hispanic Heritage Game. Tickets on sale starting at $24 at GoUTSA.com or call 210-458-8872. UTSA versus Rice presented by HEB. Kickoff 6:30. Upon exit, fans will receive Taco Cabana UTSA Football 15th Season Cups. Get your tickets now at GoUTSA.com because when we win, San Antonio wins.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Tuesday on the Morning Huddle, Week 5 is in the books. Kansas City, Jacksonville. Somebody for real? Is somebody in trouble?
Speaking of in trouble, what's going on in Austin? The death watch continues for the Longhorn football team. Texas OU is just a couple days away. So much to get into. We're starting early. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On a Monday, after a big football weekend, that's for sure. Spurs play basketball tonight. We'll get into that in a moment. But I saw a story, Jason, that Chick-fil-A, according to USA Today, has fallen out of the top spot on lists of favorite fast food restaurant chains. That surprises me.
The entire top 10 surprises me because Chick-fil-A, like Texas, although Texas fell completely out of the poll, they dropped to number 4.
That's just nuts.
Now, Del Taco is number 1 in this poll.
Del Taco is
trash.
I've never had a Del Taco.
Never in California, Cowboys training camp?
Never Del Taco. See, I don't like the food in California. If you got Del Taco and what's the other one?
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
Well, I'll tell you, my Del Taco is In-N-Out. And I've eaten there twice with the same result, and I've got a pretty strong gut. Del Taco tore it up both times.
Well, why is it the favorite then, according to this poll from USA Today?
Well, I don't know. I mean, as I'm reading, the popular taco stop, which serves all kinds of satisfying Mexican fare, including burritos, quesadillas, and nachos, also offers burgers and fries. Never had a burger there.
Del Taco order?
That's what I mean.
Right.
And it has a dedicated breakfast menu as well as a vegan and vegetarian menu.
No, sweet.
And maybe that's why.
California.
That pushes. All right. Number 2 on the list is Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is great when the sun is down. And only when the sun is down. Number 3 is A&W.
See, we don't have any of those here.
Uh-huh.
Do we have an A&W here?
There used to be I-10 and Days of All over there by the Long John Silver's.
Yeah.
But I never think about going
Long John Silver's? Do we still have that?
You know, I think they were a tandem restaurant because there was one in New Braunfels, too, in front of the Big Lots, but it's also gone.
Yeah. Number 4 is Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
All right. It gets better. Number 5, Wendy's.
No, Wendy's is all right, I guess.
Would you put them in your top 10?
No.
When was the last time you went to a Wendy's?
It's been a while.
All right. Number 6 is KFC. Number 7, Taco Bell.
All right.
Number 8, Raising Cane's.
Now, see, Raising Cane's ought to be a little higher than that.
Number 9, Zaxby's.
All right. We tried Zaxby's. They just opened a new one over here off 35, right?
By the radio station. Number 10, McDonald's.
Uh-huh. McDonald's. How the mighty have fallen.
Oh,
I bet you McDonald's was number 1 at one time.
Well, they're still top 10s. Now, these 10 fast food chains serve up diverse, delicious menus that cater to a wide range of taste and dietary needs, all while keeping service fast and prices reasonable.
Prices reasonable. Uh-huh.
Did they do the survey all at a college campus?
Or they were all drunk. One of the two.
Like I said.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. That's.
I disagree with a lot of this.
Well, I have no idea what Del Taco is, so I can't even weigh in. I'm going to take your word for it, and you say it's bad.
I would rather have your Dairy Queen tacos than anything from Del Taco.
Dude.
I'd rather take a Dairy Queen taco and a Taco Bell taco before I go to Del Taco again. In fact, if you came up and said, hey, I got Del Taco for lunch, I'm having water.
Really?
Because that's what it will turn your poop into, straight water.
Well, I won't be having
I'm
that.
0 for 2 at Del Taco. I'll never go there again. It was at training camp when we first used to go out there.
Yeah.
Because Chris Duell loved that place. It was awful.
Del Taco.
Yeah. Never again. Never again.
Dude, I like
I'd
Jack
rather
in the
have
Box
a Jack
tacos.
in the Box taco during the day.
I like the tacos at Jack in the Box. Especially the
minis?
The minis.
Well, they're easy to eat when you're driving, unless you get them loaded. Then they're messy.
I don't get them loaded. Tacos are good there. I don't mind those.
But generally at night.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Jack in the Box in a while either. You know, because you go to the places that are kind of close to where you're at.
Yeah.
I don't have a Jack in the Box close to me.
If there was a Jack in the Box close to you, would you go?
I'd go get tacos, yeah, probably.
How often?
Not often. I got a Taco Bell close to me, too, and the only reason my wife likes Taco Bell.
Sure.
So we'll go in there occasionally.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
See, that's part of it.
But Chick-fil-A, I probably, I don't know, once a week, 3 times a month, something like that.
I mean, I mean, this top 10 list, McDonald's at 10, I guess. Zaxby's, Raising Cane's.
I don't remember Zaxby's. We had it, but I guess it was like
it was good.
It was not
breading.
memorable, I guess.
So
is that where we had gizzards?
No, that's Bush's Chicken.
Oh my gosh,
that's good. That's good eating.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Gizzards. Terrible.
Redbird's Junkie says crunchy tacos from Chipotle are underrated. Don't sleep on them.
I didn't know they had crunchy tacos there.
I haven't been to a Chipotle in forever.
No, I haven't either.
You know, Josh says McDonald's is top 5. Shareable menu is great.
That's a good idea. I mean, Jacob Eric says we should make our own list, kind of like a March Madness bracket style.
For San Antonio
For
area
San
places?
Antonio. Yeah, it's got to be. You can't do a Del Taco.
No.
Because we don't have them here.
I mean, Whataburger's going to be number one.
You think?
On the list here.
Oh, there'll be a bunch of cheese balls picking in and out.
Burger Boy.
Burger Boy's good.
But see,
that's not a. Is that a fast food
well,
chain?
sure. If they got a drive-through window, I think it's fast food.
All right.
But it's interesting because like everybody wants to compare. Like a Whataburger, to me, is such a different burger experience than In-N-Out. They're completely different. Burger Boy, to me, shouldn't be in a fast food category like In-N-Out or a McDonald's or whatever, because I Burger Boy I kind of put up there like with like a Longhorn Cafe burger. Although with the drive-through window, that puts them in that other category.
I wouldn't put Burger Boy in there.
But Whataburger would be the one seed.
Well, maybe I guess it would have to be. Chick-fil-A would have to be in there.
Let me ask you this: there's a Burger Boy that just opened up by the radio station. Have you been there yet?
I have not.
All right.
I've been. There's one off of 281
in Bitters.
Yeah, I've been there a couple, 2 or 3 times. Yeah. So most people are saying Burger Boy is better than Whataburger.
Well, but again, though, like if I'm thinking lunch and fast food, I'm not thinking Burger Boy. To me, Burger Boy is more of a going home for dinner and Joanna says pick up something and I'm going to stop at Burger Boy because to me that's more of a, I don't know, not a fast food lunch.
Huh. Well, I guess not, but if I eat there, it's a fast food lunch.
Well, sure, I guess.
Would Der Wiener Schnitzel be on that list?
Well, I mean, it's not in the burger category, but fast food.
Well, it's fast food.
Would be up there, but then you get into sandwiches. And I'm starting to have a problem with my regular sandwich space because on my typical Friday, because I got to get to the high school stadium at noon.
Yeah.
I order on my amp a sandwich and I pick it up on my way. Same place, same order every Friday. The last 2 Fridays, I've had to wait, even though they've had like 20, 30 minutes to get ready because you walk in, there's nobody in there, but they're making 1,000 sandwiches for everybody else that is ordered. I don't understand that.
You order them online, right, or whatever, on the app, or however it works, and then, you pick them up. I do the same thing because I'm a Jersey Mike's guy. So I like Jersey Mike's. I'll go in there. I'm the only guy in there, and they just look at you funny. We'll be right with you, and they're like making sandwiches all over the place.
See, I do that with Lenny's.
Yeah.
And Lenny's and Jersey Mike's are exactly the same.
They're not anywhere close to the same.
They are the exact same.
You can't have it Mike's way at Lenny's.
No, you get it Lenny's way.
No, you don't.
You do.
They're not the same.
It's Lenny's way. They're the same. They were together and they broke up and they created their own.
Jersey Mike's the best sandwich there is when it comes to those.
I really like it.
Yeah.
You like Jersey Mike's over Lenny's?
I've had Lenny's like twice, I think. That's the one kind of over off 1604 and
Huebner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've had that like twice. I thought their mac and cheese was really good. But I've had Jersey Mike's for the first time. Joe brought me one, and I've had it a lot since then.
Well, see, Jersey Mike's is good. Lenny's, to me, they're exactly the same. So whichever one is closest to me
not the same.
Is there. Chiba Hut.
Not the same.
Chiba Hut might be the best sandwich.
Their French dip's good.
Chiba Hut has a great sandwich, but they only have 2 locations here. They're great. I'm seeing on YouTube Gino's Deli, which is right over there across from Tri-County Meat Market. That place is fantastic.
The cheesesteaks.
Yeah, their cheesesteak. All their sandwiches are, but their cheesesteaks are great. Frank on YouTube says McAllister's.
Yeah, honestly, McAllister's is okay. I like their chicken and dumplings, but I got a sandwich from there once, and I probably shouldn't call them out on this, but I'm going to.
All right.
I bit into it, and there was a toothpick in there. Like a toothpick had fallen into the sandwich.
Well, were they using the toothpick to hold everything together?
No, it was inside the sandwich.
Oh.
It wasn't holding anything together except the roof of my mouth.
Well,
it wasn't that bad, but it was
happens.
like, no, well, I'm just saying. So I'm kind of leery about getting a sandwich from there.
Yeah.
Was it a used toothpick?
I hope not, Pledge. It could have been. I don't know.
It was by the time it got to the roof of Joe's mouth. McAllister's? Yeah.
Yeah. The chicken and dumplings are good there, though. I do like that. Those are good. I'm getting hungry now, Minix.
I know it.
Geez, we're talking about food.
Exactly.
All of this kind of stuff. Jeff Traylor. I wonder if he's hungry. I know he's hungry for a win.
Uh-huh.
That's for sure. Well, he's going to join us next here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
And as we talk about food, man, you want a great place to go watch a game and get a great meal, get into the Roo Pub there at 281 and Redland Road. No better place to go watch any big game, any big fight than at the Roo. With those 3 massive 170-inch screens, TVs all around, and you know the food is fantastic. About 15 different burgers on the menu. They got the best fried shrimp in town, the biggest and best wings in town, the chicken sandwich, the hot dogs, the appetizers. I'm told the salads are wonderful, and that kitchen is open late every day with the full menu available. So when you need a late-night meal, don't go to a drive-thru. Get into the Roo Pub at 281 and Redland Road. Of course, they got all the beers you want and a full bar, and the game room has the best darts area in town. They even have indoor cornhole. Happy hour weekdays from 11 to 6. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant, the Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to USASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an audience national contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
Imagine owning coastal land with ocean views and world-class fishing just off Matagorda Bay. Well, dream no more. This Saturday, October 11th, mark your calendars for our fall one-day coastal land sale at Driftwood Shores at Wolf Point. We're unveiling incredible coastal properties. We're talking 1+ acre with ocean access just $49.9 and waterfront properties starting at $99.9, or with a barn dominium from just $169.9. Wow! This gated community boasts a waterfront resort-style pool and cabana, your own boat slip and launch with paved roads and underground utilities. It's all happening this Saturday, October 11th. 1+ acre with ocean access just $49.9. Texas coastal waterfront properties from $99.9 with barn dominium from only $169.9. Call now for your private tour at 210-853-0389. Excellent financing is available. Call 210-853-0389. That's 210-853-0389.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Many of the successes you've had began with a great opportunity. Now, here's another one. Get started on your degree or certificate in San Antonio. Choose from more than 135 degree and certificate programs, faster onboarding, and more from University of Maryland Global Campus. Get personalized local support services and take online or hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
The Gomez Law Firm is proud to be San Antonio's trusted personal injury law firm for the past 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us. Your firm has been fighting for the people of San Antonio since 1973. That's incredible.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then turn to the law firm that will fight for you. Visit joegomezlaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law Fights.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
With Progressive's collision coverage, my family gets up to $1,000 for vet bills if I'm injured in a car accident. And that makes this Chihuahua really feel like part of the family. What's that? I don't sound like a chihuahua? Oh, I'm sorry. What exactly am I supposed to sound like? I guess all chihuahuas are high-strung, riding around in expensive designer purses. Actually, I prefer riding in cars. So I appreciate that my family protects me with Progressive's pet collision coverage. Okay, maybe I am a little high-strung. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and is subject to policy terms.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
For a limited time, get a free K5 reverse osmosis drinking water system when you purchase a Connecticut water softener. Clean, great-tasting water at your kitchen sink. Hurry before they're gone.
Call 656 Pure Connecticut.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday evening at 6, the Aggies take on the Florida Gators. Presented by Just Pots. Pre-game at 5 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports.
Ryan Eagle. He's Jason Minix.
Let's talk about what happened in Philly. UTSA head football coach Jeff Traylor joining us here on the Buyers Barricades guest line. And, Coach, the second half of that game, now I saw Casey Keeler, his halftime interview, said they didn't talk X's and O's. He talked about how embarrassed he was for his team and how embarrassing they were in the first half. And they came out and looked like a completely different team in the second half.
That opening drive of the third quarter was big. When they had 3rd and 11, they hit the back shoulder fade, as a hell of a throw and catch. And then our very first, attempt, it was the worst throw Owen made the whole day. They cheated their safety over to our slot, and ball got hung up in the wind a little bit. An easy interception, and the very next play we didn't fit it right. And we're down 17-14, and then our offense made Owen probably as good a drive as he's had all season, took us right back down the field to go at 21-17. Defense got them off the field, and, the 3rd and 6 call on the screen, I wish we had back. That wasn't very good. But our defense didn't give up any points in the fourth. We had an unbelievable drive, get down there, and we had the RPO called, and the ball got tipped and went straight up in the air. I thought it was 1st and 10. And, what's sad when you watch the game, we played well enough to be in the game. We didn't play well enough to win the game. And that's 3 one-possession games we've now been in, and we're 1-2. If you execute, 2-minute offense in either one of those games, you're feeling a lot different about your season right now. But we're a 2-3 team, and we're 0-1 in conference. That's what we are.
Jeff, you mentioned the 3rd and 6. I heard your press conference earlier today, and you mentioned that. You also mentioned you wish you would have run the football a little bit more in the second half. Are those conversations that you have with your offensive coordinator, or when you guys are watching the film, or how does that work?
That's during the game as well. All this is on me. We can blame coordinators, we can blame whatever. It all runs through me. So I just thought we got away from it. Robert was having issues with hydration and game temperature and probably some overuse in the first 4 games. So he wasn't quite right, and Owen was really playing well. So I think that led into, us getting a little pass happy. And if you go back and look at some of those runs, we should have had more off of them. And we got to get back to our fundamentals on that and get better at that. And we've been so good at running it all season, and the reason we got good at it was so we could go on the road and win our first conference game. And for us to not run the ball very effectively was very disappointing, especially not giving us very many opportunities to do it.
Jeff Traylor joining us here on the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. A lot of talk on social media and with fans about quarterback or offensive coordinator changes. Take us inside what's actually going on? Is it as simple as quarterback has to play better, play caller has to be better, or, I got to expect there's a lot more to it than just that?
Yeah, I think we've kind of got into a little bit of we ran the ball so well that I don't think we did a really good job of getting him going, the quarterback, because we were running it so well. And some of it's that, and some of it is scheme, and some of it's health of receivers, just getting them out there. We looked a lot better in this game just because our receivers were healthy all week and we practiced. And, you got to practice. But again, Hardy didn't play very much, 13. William McCoy did not play at all. Amador, McEwen, and A.J. got out there and got to practice. And our tight ends have been healthy. So we looked better in the passing game. So that's just part of it. And we've been through this so many times. I mean, that I just know where we were last year. We're about the 100th ranked offense in the country about this time last year, and we finished up, the 12th ranked offense in the country. We'll figure this out. We just got to keep working at it, and it's not as easy as everybody believes it is. But we've got to get it better quickly because we can't afford any more of them now.
Well, Jeff, when you say that, what is the process of getting better? Is it just I know you guys are going to practice this week with Rice coming in to the Alamo Dome on Saturday. Is it just practice better? I mean, I know I'm trying to find some answers that maybe I don't know. Certainly, what do you do to fix it?
Well, a lot of it has to do with your opponent. I mean, these are two teams. Speaking of Temple, they do a great job of ball control. Their defense, they're not going to let you get down the field very much. So we had to methodically drive the ball. We had the ball 32 minutes. We actually played well if you study the game, but we keep it for a long time as well. So you don't get many opportunities. Army, they hired is a perfect hire Temple made in Casey Wheeler. He's perfect for that city. It's just a good match. I think Rice made a great hire as well. Both programs have made unbelievable commitments to their fall program with new hires. And when you've had your ass kicked, as long as Rice Temple had, to be frank, you're desperate and you do more. And when you've won, as long as we've won here, you have to be careful of becoming lethargic and complacent, and your opponents being hungry. And me as a head coach as well. We got to make sure we take these teams seriously and understand we're not. We're another thing I think needs to be stated again is this is like, I don't know, something crazy like. In 6 seasons, we're at like 46 or 48 position games in the fourth quarter now. So this is kind of historically who we've been. We just won the close game this year, 2 of them. We did win 1 of them, but we haven't on 2 of them. And I think where our fan frustration is, we have all these returning players back on offense, and we left the season last year, those last 6 games, just looking so incredible. And we hadn't hit that gear yet, to be honest.
True. Jeff Traylor here on the Blitz, and with all the quarterback talk, OC talk, all that, how do you keep that outside noise from getting inside the locker room?
It's always there. You got to remember, man, we were 11-0, and I was answering questions after North Texas beat us. We made 11-1. That's just part of the deal. The head coach, the OC, and the quarterback all get way too much credit and way too much blame, and we're just used to it. We're very callous to it. We already know what's going to be said as soon as the game's over. We don't need anybody to – I already know the questions they're going to be asked. And it's all fair. It's what makes the game so great. In the moment you guys quit talking about it, guess what? We're all in trouble because that means nobody cares anymore. So I've never misunderstood the passion, and I understand where it's coming from, and it's all fair when you're 2-3.
Well, Jeff, that is the one thing I'm going to blame you for because you have had some success or a lot of success here at UTSA, and I think fans go into every season expecting the Roadrunners to win a bunch of games. And I think that the expectations, which I think is a good thing for this program now, but the expectations are always high every season.
And they should be, and the fan base should be disappointed. But there's no one more disappointed than I am. And we've got some very loyal alumni. I mean, they are loyal. Anybody that's graduated from this place, man, they are literally diehards. And I know it's hard for them to understand that someone that's only been the head coach for 6 seasons hurts more than they do, but it's just the fact of it. I love this place, and I know how many people have helped get us off the ground. We're still a young program competing in a really, really tough league. We're not in the Conference USA, man. This is Conference AAC. These are real players. They're spending lots of money on these programs. We're in real ball now. We're not in Conference USA anymore, and even back then, we won an absolute ton of one-possession ball games. We are now in the AAC, and we're in a bunch of one-possession ball games. So hold on. It's going to be this way forever and ever, forever. Amen, as I think Randy Travis says.
He did.
Yeah, absolutely. Some will say you just used the term loyal, and at times can you be loyal to a fault? What would it take for you to even consider a change at quarterback?
I don't do hypotheticals. That's a great question, but I think you know me better than that. There's not going to be a quarterback change. Everybody wanted Frank Harris too. It's not even a question. That won't happen.
Jeff, do questions like that, though, because I know you've gotten them before this show for sure, about the quarterback, the offensive coordinator, whatever the case may be, and you've had them your entire career, I'm sure. But is there ever a point in time where you just get tired of those kind of questions?
It's all fair. Part of the business, man. I know this. When you start playing that game, you don't have a quarterback anymore. And that backup, you know who has the most respect for probably Jeff Traylor is Josh Atkins, because I was loyal to Frank Harris. And he's been that guy before, where he got yanked around, always looking on the bench, doesn't know what's going on. And his family and I are just as close as me because of my loyalty to Frank. And they know if Josh would have won that battle, or if Josh had been the starting quarterback from the jump street, we wouldn't have looked over there. Those guys have to have unbelievable confidence in their head coach believing in them, or they have no chance, because that's the nature of that business. That's a tough position to play. And I just don't do it. I don't believe in it. I think it's weakness by head coaches that play that game. And you show me how many of those deals work out, where you're rotating quarterbacks and you're flip-flopping every time your fan base gets mad.
Yeah, it's so true. And again, because I like what I'm seeing from Owen, but you see all the talk, and that's why I was kind of not saying, would you change, Owen, but what would it take for you to, outside of injury, to make a change? I think you just answered it. Whoever wins that job, that's your job to go with it, right?
Where I was say back, you have to understand how hard it is to win the thing. There had to be some unbelievable characteristics of that young man for us to choose him, from Frank to Owen. And just their loyalty, their toughness, their athletic ability, their accuracy. Are there throws he wishes he had back? Yes, but I dare you to go back and watch the game and rewind the thing and see how many amazing throws and plays he made in that ball game. And I would say you would come back and say the one throw he wishes he had back was when we threw the inside fade to Q when the safety cheated over the top on his first throw of the third quarter. Other than that, you'd have a hard time saying, what the heck was he doing? Look how many, for the first time, we didn't protect him very well. He came out of there looking Johnny Manziel-like on about 4 plays, completing balls 20 yards down the field, 30 yards down the field, 15 yards down the field. He scrambles for a first down. He's made the right stuff. Is he perfect? No. I've never coached one that is, but he's made the right stuff. And you know who else would be the first one to tell you that? Brandon Tennyson. And Brandon Tennyson happens to be from Gilmer, Texas. And Brandon Tennyson knows in Gilmer, Texas, when you win the starting quarterback job, we're going to have a hard time pulling you once you win that starting job. So nobody Brandon Tennyson has no problem with what's going on right now. He would want to be treated the same way if and when it's ever his time to be the quarterback.
Well, I love that. And for Owen McCown, he's got to feel pretty good. He's getting ready and just preparing for the Rice Owls coming up. What is the feeling in the locker room, Coach? And I know I've asked you this before, but it's like, you know, when you lose a game that you're expected to win, fans expect you to win it. You guys went up to Philadelphia expecting to win that game. What is that plane ride home and the mood in the locker room?
Well, that's a whole nother story. Just because we got delayed, I don't know how many hours. We were on the plane at least an hour with air conditioning. They wouldn't let us off the plane. Then they finally let us off the plane. We're burning up. It was extremely frustrating. 3.5-hour flight. Very frustrated. A bunch of young men, frustrated boosters, frustrated head coach. It's college football. It's the passion of the game, and no one puts more energy and effort into it than those players do, and that's who I heard for the most. As far as the mood of the locker room, they're wonderful kids. I've told y'all since the very first game we lost it. I said these guys are made of the right stuff. I still feel that way. This particular team is made of the right stuff. They won't go away. I'm not saying we're going to win Saturday. I don't know what the heck that's going to lie. But we will show up and we will compete, and you'll get to see another great ball game, in my opinion. It'll be in the 20s. It'll come right down to the very last play again. But I've literally been saying that since January when we put this team together. It's kind of what this league is going to be. And you look up, you see UCLA beating Penn State. That is, you go figure that one out. It doesn't make any sense, but it's just college football. It's why we all love it. And right now, while the UTSA head coach hates it right now, it's college football.
Jeff Traylor joining us here on the Blitz. You look at this Rice team coming in, and I saw them on TV a couple weeks ago. I think it was the game at Charlotte on a Thursday. They look completely different than what you're used to from seeing Rice with what they do with their offense. So how much do you watch past years Rice, or is it just this year's tape to prepare for them?
Offensively, it's only this year. Defensively, John Kay, who's a dear friend of mine, similar backstory, head coach at North Shore, won state championships, got into college coaching, now he's a coordinator. A lot of respect for John. He was on that staff last year and got promoted. So there are some defensive philosophies there that are familiar. The DC we just went against this last week was Rice's DC the last 5 years. So him and John work together. As close as John and I are, I have a feeling him and that DC are probably talking a whole lot more this week than me and John K are. So I'm sure they're sharing all kinds of good information on each other about us. As far as they're watching their offense, it's just totally different. I mean, what Coach Abel's done there is phenomenal. They've been the leading rushing team in the country for 5 straight years at Davidson. That's pretty amazing stat. They run the pill. Now, their quarterback's a heck of an athlete, and 4 is going to make you frustrated, and 10 can really go. The Jackson kid, they throw the ball down the field to 1 and 6, and they're really competitive down the field. They made that perfect hire for Rice. They're like a military offense. I mean, I'm talking about Air Force, Navy, Army with their responsibilities. It's going to be a frustrating night for fans that are expecting some 50-something to 50-something game. You're coming to the wrong game. It's going to be more like an NFL football game. It'll be 20-something to 20-something, much like the Temple game was.
Well, it'll be fun no matter what. Homecoming in the Alamo Dome, that'll be fun for the fans for sure. Talk about your health of your football team, Coach. Robert Henry, is he okay? Is he going to be fully recovered and ready to get back in this game? And what about anybody else? Did you come out of that game clean at least?
It was strictly hydration with Robert. We think we've got a plan for that in place. Our receivers we hope Hardy's going to get going here soon, 13. McCoy's probably going to be down for a while. Big J, our best offensive lineman, the right tackle, he's going to be out for a while. But, man, DeAndre Marshall played well. I'm so proud of him. Central Catholic. We got 2 Central Catholic guys up front right now playing really well, and Rios and DeAndre. And our defensive tackle, Kenny, another San Antonio kid, is playing really, really well. That's exciting, especially for homecoming where, all the San Antonios there support their team. And we won't go away. We are just as disappointed as anybody is, but we won't go away.
Coach Jeff Traylor here on the Blitz. It is homecoming, Rice on Saturday night. And, Coach, I want to look ahead. North Texas is doing something kind of cool, I think, for their Friday night game against South Florida. And you know how I feel about Friday games. But they canceled all the classes so all the students can go tailgate and then go to the game. You've got a Thursday night game in a couple weeks on the 30th against Tulane. Is that something that you can push for, to get Dr. Amy and Lisa Campbell cancel all the classes on Thursday and Friday so we can pack that place out on that Thursday night game?
Joe, do you want to answer that question, please?
I'm going to say no, probably, Coach, but
No, it was a good idea. I'm like, they need to do that at UTSA. Cancel all the classes and get all the kids out there to tailgate on a Thursday.
I repeat, when you haven't won a lot and you get to winning, you remember how grateful you are to win. When you've won a long time, sometimes you forget how hard it is to win.
Well, Coach, I hope you had a big glass of iced tea after that game once you got home and yesterday, and you start getting ready for Rice. You guys will start practice tomorrow to get ready for these guys?
We'll go tonight, and we'll get rolling here just a little bit. It is funny you said that about the iced tea. My daughter never checks on me. JC's just a tough girl, and she thinks that basically her dad overreacts to everything when it comes to this job. She didn't know she was on speakerphone last night, and she actually, I almost teared up because she asked her mother if her dad was okay. And Carrie was like, yeah, he's doing as good as he can. You know how he takes these losses. And she said, Mom, have you ever considered getting Dad a counselor? Don't you think he really does need some of his own mental health? And I'm like, JC, I can hear you. And she's like, oh, my God, Mom, you got to tell me I'm on speakerphone. So at least no sweet tea, but my daughter has recommended I probably go see Summer, who does our team mental health for us. I might need to get an appointment with Summer.
Hey, maybe.
Why not, Coach?
The appointment with Joe and Jason, man, we're pretty good therapy for you, aren't we?
Exactly.
Yeah, y'all did some great pick-me-ups here. Y'all just made my day just joyful with all your wonderful questions. I just appreciate it so much.
You're almost about to crack a smile, Coach. Almost.
Yeah.
I literally, my general manager sits with me on every interview. And of course, we know, our personalities, the people we're always dealing with. And I told Mike, I'm like, look, I love these two guys, but I'm fixing to get some tough-ass questions. I knew what was coming. All fair, and appreciate y'all being so passionate about the Roadrunners.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate you, Coach.
You.
God bless. Birds up.
God bless. Birds up. Therapy sessions with Jeff Traylor.
Yes, sir.
Here on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com.
Maybe we could start calling that segment Therapy Sessions with Jeff Traylor.
I'd rather just talk to Jeff after a big win.
You know what? I feel a lot better about
it's gonna
these.
happen.
Look,
he almost smiled. Almost.
Jeff is going to get this team
He will.
run. They did the same thing last year. Unfortunately, it started out with a couple of hiccups here, but he'll get this thing turned around starting this weekend against the Rice Owls. And if you'd like to be there, we just happen to have a couple of tickets to give you.
What?
To be there Saturday in the Dome, UTSA taking on Rice. Homecoming is what it is. 6:30 kickoff. If you want to go see the Roadrunners take on the Rice Owls this Saturday night, be caller number
11
at 210-656-3776, 656-ESPN.
If you're having any issues with your plumbing, your AC, there is one company to call, and that is Quartermoon Plumbing, Heating, and AC. 210-651-5899, 651-5899. At Quartermoon, they are experts at worst-case scenarios. Big job, small job, residential or commercial. Their service trucks are fully stocked, and they have all the equipment needed for any job. No commission. Sales reps, they'll provide estimates and second opinions, and they have a great experienced staff that has earned an A-plus ranking with the Better Business Bureau, and they are green certified. And look, the calendar's into October. You're not thinking about turning your heater on yet, but you will. You'll need to here in the next several weeks. Make sure you get your heater tuned up. Quartermoon has great maintenance programs. Call them 210-651-5899, 651-5899, or online at quartermoonplumbing.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is KTFM Floresville and streaming online at sasportstar.com.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Spurs open up the preseason tonight exhibition against a team from China called the Lions.
The who?
Yeah, they start at 7 o'clock inside the Frost Bank Center. It's going to be televised, by the way, on CW35. Sad news today. Tony Parker's father, Tony Parker Sr., has passed away at the age of 70. No word on the cause of death. Authorities are investigating there. And LeBron James has decision number 2 tomorrow.
Sports Center brought to you by Centergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowt.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a Monday. A good Monday because we have more NFL football coming your way right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. And I know you're happy. If you get off at 5 o'clock, you got to be happy. Your Monday's over for all intents and purposes. Congratulations for that. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix. Who you got tonight, Kansas City or Jacksonville?
Kind of like Jacksonville.
Yeah, home dog on Monday night, brother. Don't ever bet against them.
So Kansas City to win by a field goal at the gun.
Well, that could be it, or Jacksonville wins outright. Xavier Worthy is expected to play, but I guess he's still a little bit dinged up, and that made a big difference last week, although we're finding out very quickly Baltimore sucks.
Because they got destroyed by Houston, they just go to the suckage category?
Well, they've been pretty much, not destroyed, but their defense is horrible.
I mean, they damn near beat a Buffalo team. Right?
Yeah, but their defense blew it.
Their defense blew it, and Derrick Henry fumbled late.
Yeah.
Yep. They had another game that was like that. Derrick Henry fumbled late. Was that the Detroit game?
Game 3, I believe.
Yeah. Detroit.
Because they beat Cleveland in game 2, responded, just beat the hell out of Cleveland.
Yeah, but everybody does.
Well.
But now, they get beat by Houston, so they just must really suck.
They must.
It's great.
Give up 44 points to that offense? My goodness.
Yeah, they suck. Kansas City only scored 37 against those guys.
I know it. Pledge is in there. He's steaming. I see steam coming off his head over there.
You can't have nice things, Pledge.
No.
All right, let me ask you, Texan fan.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of getting a win, and at this point in your season, you'll take any win. I know you too well. You're going to say that. Are you encouraged by what you saw, or you go, wow, that was Buffalo or Baltimore?
The last 5-6 quarters, I'm encouraged by what I've seen. Look,
well, I will say yesterday, C.J. Stroud looked as confident as I've seen him all season.
You can be as good, bad, whatever as you want to be. In the NFL, to score on every possession, 4 out of 6 are touchdowns, and the other 2 are field goal. That's impressive. I don't care who you're playing in the NFL.
No argument here. You're right. It is. Who do they have next?
They're on their bye this week. They come out of the bye Monday night against Seattle, the late game.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, and to your point, 10 plays, 10 plays, 6, 8, 3-play drive. I mean, that was impressive for the Texans. And CJ did look good.
He did.
And again, he looked really good in the second half against Tennessee. They suck. And against Baltimore. And Joe is determined they also suck.
Well, who? Tennessee?
And Baltimore.
Well, both do, yes.
I mean, so you're beating up on the bad teams. That's what you have to, and that's really what you have to do.
Well, that's what you got to do. I mean, you can say the same thing for the Dallas Cowboys. Aren't the Jets the only winless team left in the NFL?
They are.
Yeah. So you say the same thing, but the Cowboys went in and did what they had to do. The Texans did the same thing. They get a bye week, and then they'll get a test against Seattle.
I mean, upcoming after the bye week, Seattle, San Francisco, Denver, Jacksonville, and then Tennessee again.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get Buffalo and the Colts and the Chiefs.
Wow.
And then the Cardinals.
Wow.
And then the Raiders.
Well, the Cardinals suck. Dude, Tennessee beat them.
Do the Cardinals – serious question.
Did they look like the Three Stooges yesterday?
Hold on. Do the Cardinals suck, or is that just the most unlucky football team ever? Because the way they have lost games, they have lost 3 straight games on last-second field goals. They should have beat San Francisco. They played better than the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
They should have beat Seattle. They played better than Seattle. Now, Tennessee was just comical. That was comical. That almost looked like AI. You type in, give me some chaotic, crazy football on things that you would never see in a football game, and you got it all. From a dude, again, about to score a touchdown, drops the ball at the 1. You get an interception, you fumble it. Everybody on the field touches it once as you play hot potato, and it ends up being a touchdown for Tennessee. Your quarterback gets a concussion because the snap hit him in the face, right? Seriously. How does that happen?
I don't know.
I mean,
I would say they're unlucky, but they're always unlucky.
I mean, it's like 7th grade B team football. I mean, like seriously, that happened?
And I honestly don't know the answer to this. I should have probably found out before I said. When's the last time those guys made the playoffs, or have done anything in the playoffs? And Kurt Warner was there back in St. Louis. That's the Rams. That's not even the Cardinals. Holy cow!
No, the Cardinals went to a Super Bowl because Jeremy Urban, the head coach at Trinity, was on that team.
And it was Kurt Warner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Has Kyler Murray ever taken them to the playoffs?
Were they still in Arizona?
Yeah, 2021 they went to the playoffs.
Yeah. That was
what they
Cliff
do.
is heck. They lost. I mean, clearly they lost. They haven't won a Super Bowl, but they've been.
Lost in the wild card round.
All right.
Of course. It was an interesting day of football.
It was, but don't give the Cardinals anything. Kyler Murray is just dude. I mean, it's time to look for somebody else. If you're the Cardinals,
his contract says otherwise.
Well, it's coming up, is it not?
If you're Tennessee, and I know I saw Cam Ward after the game, he was excited to get a win. But is that a game ball that you keep? My first ever win was because they were stupid.
Yes. It is.
Not because of my great play.
In the NFL,
my
yes.
My game-winning touchdown was actually intercepted, fumbled, and then recovered in the end zone.
Look.
And their kicker almost missed the game-winning kick.
A win is a win is a win in the NFL.
Okay.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. You win, it's a good thing, no matter who you're playing. So, yeah, you take that for sure. At the end of the day, it's a one in the win column.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how it happens. It's kind of like playing golf. They don't ask you how you did it. It's just how many. That's it.
Is that it?
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when you shoot 82 and Pledge shoots 86. That's kind of like that.
I knew you weren't talking about me. I've never shot 82. Maybe on the front 9.
Oh, just kidding, Pledge. I got to needle as long as I can.
No.
Yeah.
You played your ass off on that backside.
He did.
I will give you all the credit.
And you pooped the bed. You were getting in your feels. You were in your head. That's why you never made the tour, Pledge, because you just would let those bad shots get to you. There was a time where Pledge thought he was going to be a pro golfer.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like that show on Apple Stick. He
love that show.
He was that guy. When he melted down, it was glorious. It was Arizona Cardinal-like.
Dude, that happens. I mean, it happens, right? The feels. I may have played the worst round of golf Saturday that I've played ever.
No.
I'm telling you, I played like a dog.
Dude, you can't say that.
I'm serious.
Seriously?
It happens.
Dude, you had the, what do you call them? The future in-law that you were taking out?
Yeah, trying to, entertain, and they kicked my butt.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get the shanks?
No, I didn't have the shanks.
Were you just hoping he feels better because he's going to pay more for the wedding than you are?
Well, he's not. He's the dad of the groom. They don't pay anything.
Oh.
It's the father of the bride.
Yeah. So.
Hope you didn't lose any money.
Well, I might have.
I mean, it was just a bad day. I mean, you had a guy that was doing all road rage with you. And,
Dude, did I tell you that story?
Yeah, of course you did. That's why I put that on a tee.
Let me tell you this. So Saturday,
Clean it up though.
Yeah, I will. Saturday morning, we go, and I didn't look at my road map or whatever, and there's closures all over the place.
Sir.
Whatever. So I'm on 1604, wanting to get on that ramp to 10.
Here's old Ryan Eggle with his Rand McNally paper map.
I wanting to get on 10. Well, it's closed. So I go up to the Lock and Terra exit, and
we need story time with Joe.
I exit there and turn around, and all of a sudden it's like dead stop.
Mm-hmm. Well, now you're cussing.
Well, now I'm pissed, right?
Yeah, because I've ridden with Joe.
I'm ready to go play golf, and so we're just trugging along. We finally get there underneath the spider web that is I-10 and 1604 and all of that.
All the overpasses.
So it merges into one lane.
Yeah.
All right. So there's this dude on the right side of me. Or I'm trying to merge in, like
so you're cutting this guy off.
Well, no, I'm merging.
You're cutting this guy off.
I'm merging.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So he's in the lane that's open and you're not.
So this dude pulls up next to me and rolls his window down. So the father of the groom rolls his window down. He's sitting in the passenger seat there, and this guy says, "Hey, when you need to change lanes, you need to put on your blinker."
And boom goes the dynamite.
And I'm like, dude, I'm not changing lanes. I'm merging. You need to put on your blinker.
Well, you are changing lanes.
And I said, okay, whatever, dude. Thank you. And so he lets me in, and so I'm there. I look in my rearview mirror, and I see this guy give me the one-finger salute with both hands.
It looks like Jerry Jones out of that press box
both
in New York.
Hands.
Yes.
He's flipping me off.
Double birds up.
I'm like, dude, come on. So then it was just kind of comical because I pissed him off. It didn't affect me at all. And
you
I'm
weren't
like,
flipping him mock off?
No.
Why?
Why?
Why not?
Well, he was in the back. He lost.
You lost.
I got my way.
Mm-hmm. Use your blinker.
I'm merging.
Well,
you don't. It's just common courtesy. If you're merging, my lane's ending. You let the dude in.
Well, maybe the guy didn't understand how that worked.
Well, apparently he
maybe he wanted to see your sexy blinker, sir.
Yeah, use your blinker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to use my blinker.
Why not?
Because I'm merging. I'm not changing lanes.
I'd have turned my blinker on and left it going the whole time you're stuck in that traffic.
I don't think you understand what merging is.
It's merging from one lane to the other when my lane is closed.
Literally changing lanes.
But my lane's closed, Pledge.
See, he was
There's a
forced
difference.
to merge. He didn't want to change lanes.
I was perfectly happy.
I
was perfectly happy in the lane I was in.
I don't think you were perfectly happy.
I was perfectly happy.
I could tell you weren't perfectly happy.
And then, after I'm nice, and I could have started an argument with this dude. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. The window rolls up, and I get it, and he's flipping me off.
Hold on. Can we get a quick poll on the YouTube page? Because some of the comments there. And that's really not the zipper maneuver, Art, but I know what you're thinking. Should Ryan Eagle have used his blinker when merging on Saturday morning? Simple yes or no question.
So I don't understand zipper. What does that mean? I mean, I know what a zipper is, but what's Art talking about?
Do you know how it works?
I know how my zipper works, yeah. Unfortunately, probably too well.
This has nothing to do with your bladder, sir.
All right. I'm not talking about my bladder.
No. Like when you're on I-10, getting on the 410, and all that traffic backs up, zip in front of all those people and then move in when there's a little space there. That's the zipper maneuver.
So this dude
you can't really do that.
When they got a minivan on my right side, there was nowhere to go.
Yeah.
This guy was just, well, I can't say what I want to say about him. I hope you have a great day, sir.
Uh-huh. Did you drop it? Do you know who I am?
No. I'm not going to argue with this dude. He was an older guy. I'd say older guy. He was probably my age.
Now, Sam, who seems like he uses Google, in Texas, the driver merging into traffic from a lane that is ending must yield to the traffic already in the adjacent lane. This is a fundamental rule of the road to ensure safety, smooth traffic.
Sam, we don't let facts get in the way of a good story,
So,
pal.
in other words, should have let that guy go in the van.
But it's common courtesy.
It's common courtesy. The common courtesy would be for that guy to slow down and let you in. And then you do it one at a time because that's how you merge traffic. It's like leaving a high school football stadium on a Friday. You go, I go, you go, you go.
That's how it's supposed to be.
But should you have simply used your blinker to let him know, hey, dude, I'm cutting in front of you?
No, I should not have.
Did he know who you were?
No, obviously not.
Did you ask him?
No. But
when he rolled down the window and went, holy crap, you're Joe Ryan Eagle.
He didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish he would have said Bill Taylor. Anything would have been
because
good.
your barometer was rising.
Yeah, well.
I can tell.
Sure.
Then you got two birds.
Two birds.
Not one, but two.
Not one, but two. And so it tells me the dude wasn't hanging onto a steering wheel.
Older guy?
He wasn't hanging onto a steering wheel.
Older guy?
Yeah. Well, I say older guy. He was probably, I don't know how old he was.
Younger than you?
He was he was all by himself and obviously having a bad day.
Did he honk on the horn?
No, he just gave me the bird twice. God bless and birds up.
31 Eagle fan says, I have a feeling Joe gets flipped off a lot more than he knows.
Maybe.
That's probably true.
Maybe.
That's probably true.
Thanks, Art.
See, my buddy that lives in New Jersey, Brian Carson, he said never let anybody in. See, that's typical New Jersey East Coast bull crap. Yeah.
Right.
And they're laying on the horn and flipping you off.
But So all these people are telling me that I'm supposed to stop for that. When are they going to – somebody's going to have to be nice, or I'm just going to sit there all day.
Yeah, well, you got Texas friendly.
Well,
or you put on your blinker so they know that you want to move over.
Dude,
because
when I've got a barricade in front of me and he knows I can't go anywhere.
You sit there until it's time to move over. That's why you use your blinker. That's what they're there for. So the other guy knows you're coming over.
Well, then the guy's an idiot. Because I'm sitting there with a barricade in front of me. I can't go forward. The only place I can go is to merge in his lane.
Did you brake check him the rest of the way?
No. I just got the hell away from him.
How?
Yeah, you never know these days.
You were going 9 miles an hour.
Well, we were, but I just stayed away from him.
You could have got out in your car and went on Mark Sanchez
had to
on this guy.
go all the way. Yeah, I could have. You see what that's got Mark Sanchez. All right, I'm done talking about
Traffic doesn't yield to you. You yield to traffic.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But that's
Trevor.
what your blinker's for.
No.
It is.
That's what the barricade in front of me's for.
Well, the barricade's telling you to
next
stop.
to me.
78% of people on the poll very quickly say that you should have used your blinker when merging.
Well, those people hate me. That's all that is. They're probably.
I think the number would be a little bit higher.
They're
if that
probably
were true.
They're relatives of the guy in the minivan.
Because that guy knew who you were. He's like, man, I cut off that weather guy from Channel 12, and look at this.
That SOB. It's been a good story to tell, though. It's a little more colorful when I tell it off the air.
There was a lot more to that, kids. He cleaned it up well.
A little bit, yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Oh, my God. Let me just talk about something that I'm really proud of. How about that? My Kinetico Quality Water Softener. I love my Kinetico Quality Water Softener. Been in the house, and it makes such a difference. And I tell you this every time, but I mean it sincerely. I told you the other day, Maggie gets out of the shower, and she goes, man, water really felt soft today. And I said, okay, well, babe, we got a Kinetico Quality Water Softener. What do you expect? She goes, yeah. It's not just the shower. It's the washing machine. It's the dishwasher. It's all of that kind of stuff. Everything just feels better. It really does. And all the while, it's protecting your house, protecting the pipes from the hard water that we have here in San Antonio and South Texas. You don't plug this thing in. It runs on kinetic energy. So that means it doesn't increase your electric bill, and it's going to give you soft water 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can't beat it. And they've still got this deal going on. You buy a Kinetico Quality Water Softener, they're going to give you for free a reverse osmosis drinking station that they will install right there at your kitchen sink, and it matches all your other sink faucets and all of that stuff. It just fits right in. It's like having bottled water right there at your kitchen sink. No need to buy bottled water ever again. They'll give you $400 for your old water softener, and they're going to give you some free money. 0% interest for 12 months. That's incredible. 0% interest for 12 months. Offer will end at some point in time, so don't wait on this thing. Treat yourself. Call Kinetico of San Antonio in the Hill Country. The numbers to call, 656-PURE, 656-7873, or you can get them online at KineticoSA.com. And you know the jingle, sing it with me. It's the last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE, Kinetico.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to SASportsStar.com now and register to win. SASportsStar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hi. My name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
The Barbacoa and Big Red Festival is back for 2025 and bigger than ever. This Saturday and Sunday at the Freeman Coliseum grounds and Expo Hall. 2 days of food, music, shopping, kids' activities, and more. Plus, an incredible live music lineup featuring Finding Friday, Passing Strangers, Lover, a great Taylor Swift tribute, David Lee Garza, the Delta Boys, and many more. Presented by Thomas J. Henry. This weekend, see a full lineup and get your tickets at bbrfest.com. That's bbrfest.com.
911, what's your emergency?
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month in San Antonio. 7 domestic violence calls happen every hour. The time to end domestic violence in our community is now. Step out of violence. You are not alone. Call 211 for help. Call 911 if it's an emergency.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Greatness is here. All 830 of our famous footwear stores now carry Jordan brand. So it's easy to score Jordan brand footwear and accessories, from hats to backpacks to socks, for the full family at a store near you. Famous Footwear's in-store fit experts will help you find the perfect style and the perfect fit. Because every day is a chance to make it famous. Come in and shop Jordan brand footwear and accessories at your local Famous Footwear store today.
Hi, everybody. It's Joe Reinagle. You know, summer is behind us, so now is the time to get your roof inspected and be ready for whatever winter has in store for us. Call Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. They're a local, family-owned company. You know, the folks at Stevens Roofing deal with the same weather we do. Your roof protects your home. It protects your family. For comfort, confidence, and peace of mind, get your roof buttoned up for winter. Call Stevens Roofing and Solar, 210-785-0994, or go to stevensroofing.net.
Presenting Again Fling's love story. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus this morning when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. Alas, I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Try Gain Flings with OxyBoost and Febreze.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
Where do you think you guys are right now compared to where you hope you can be?
You know, we're not where we need to be. And again, I think when you look at it, the main objective for us is to win. And with our record being 1-2-1, we've obviously not done that enough. And there's been moments that the defense has played well, and we haven't been able to feed off of that. And then there's been times where we've scored points, taken the lead, and the defense hasn't been able to get the stop to put the game away. And a lot of it is just learning how to finish.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game, Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bell Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. Listen to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star on your Amazon or Google smart speaker and just say, Alexa, play 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried, Jason, getting out on the freeways here in San Antonio, because obviously, at least the people that listen to this show don't know how to drive.
I think they do. I think you're the one that doesn't know how to drive.
I'm not sure, but either way, we have a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. If you were with us earlier, I told a nice story about trying to merge into one lane, and David wouldn't let me in because I wasn't using my blinker.
You know, it's about communicating with your fellow driver on your intentions.
Is that what it is?
What it is.
Well, go there and vote, because I'm getting my butt kicked over here.
Well, should Joe have used his blinker? It's a simple question. The answer is yes. The fact that 22% say no is alarming.
Well, it's because, dude, I had a barricade in front of me.
That doesn't matter.
Well, you're supposed to be kind. I let people in.
Sure. Especially if they use their blinker.
Never. Doesn't matter whether you use your blinker or not. I let them in.
Do you?
Courteous driver.
Are you?
Yes.
I've ridden with you. I don't know if that's true.
Courteous driver.
No, you're in a race to beat everybody.
Go vote in our poll and vote no. All right?
Vote yes.
Yes is an incorrect answer.
You can speed and use your blinker. That's fine.
It's incorrect.
You know, we have a lot of police officers that listen to this show.
We do.
I am very curious if any police officer would like to chime in and tell Joe how wrong he is. It wasn't that long ago, if you recall, I told the story about getting pulled over, got a warning for not using my blinker.
Well, if you're changing lanes, I get it. You should do that.
Did you not change lanes?
But, dude, my lane ended.
That doesn't matter.
It was over. It was ended. I had nowhere else to go. I had to get in the other lane.
All right. Hey, Robin, you're on the Blitz.
So what you're telling me is that you were at the barricade, which means you knew you had to merge way back when, and you waited till the last minute. So I don't have any sympathy for you.
Well, Robin, they wouldn't let me in. That's the problem. That's why I had to go all the way up there.
Because he didn't use his blinker.
You know what? If you would have used your blinker way back when, there would have been a nice little old lady that would have let you in.
You know why, Robin? I'll tell you the truth. The lane I was in was moving faster than the other one.
Of course.
All right, I'll give you that.
All right, Robin, thank you. I'm sure you voted no in the poll. If not, you should do that.
I did not go to the poll. I am driving right now myself.
Okay. Well, use your blinker.
You can multitask.
Of course. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks, Robin. Appreciate it.
Robin, the voice of reason.
The voice of reason.
Uh-huh.
That lane was moving faster than the right lane.
A lot of time because people were using the zipper effect and using their blinker.
You know, I'm going to look next time. I didn't see anybody using a damn blinker.
Because you don't pay attention.
Well, because people are supposed to be courteous.
Well, it's supposed to be?
Well, this dude in his minivan wasn't very courteous.
He's in a dude in a minivan by himself. Like he just dropped all the kids off at soccer and was trying to get to a breakfast taco spot.
Yeah, I wonder.
Mm-hmm.
You're on Twitter every day. You listen to our radio show, the callers, and what people have to say in the comment section, or just driving on the road. How many courteous people do you usually come across in a day?
Quite a few, actually. Quite a few.
Yeah, we got here.
I think most people are courteous.
Robin is
here.
a lovely lady. She probably uses her blinker all the time.
And I guarantee you, Robin would have stayed in that lane because it was moving better than the other.
Sure, but she would have known at some point. Blinker and go.
I just thought, you know, the common courtesy. People see that I can't go anywhere forward. I got to merge in.
No, but to Robin's point, the dude in the minivan really didn't give a damn that you didn't use your blinker. It's that he was in the right lane. He got over early because he knew that lane was ending. But the a-hole that tries to get all the way up and past everybody else and then tries to jump in and cut, which is the zipper maneuver, which is highly effective with a blinker. You got to do it properly.
Well, sure. This guy was just a donkey.
No.
A complete donkey.
That dude's telling a story about the donkey that he ran into.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The fact that he wanted to roll down the window and fight.
Dude, that's bizarre in itself, isn't it?
Birds up.
That's bizarre in itself. The dude rolls his window down, and I'm like, roll him, and he's lecturing me on how to drive.
And you've got your future father-in-law in the car.
Not my father-in-law.
Not father-in-law. What do you call it? In-laws? What do you call them?
I guess
in-laws.
In-laws, yeah. And my future son-in-law in the back seat.
Uh-huh.
You know?
And they're never going to let you drive again.
And I'm sure my son-in-law back there, he'd never seen a dude flip me off like that.
Well, I mean.
It was embarrassing.
Was it?
Yeah.
A little traumatic experience for you?
Not really. I actually laughed when I looked back. It's flipping me off. Not one hand, two hands going.
Double birds.
Double bird.
Double.
Holy cow.
But he never laid on the horn.
Never did that. He just felt the need to lecture me on how to drive.
How long was he behind you?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You were there.
I don't know.
I mean, you weren't moving fast. Traffic sucked.
I didn't give a damn anymore about him. I got ahead of him. He was out of my life. Probably never see that dude ever again in my whole life.
Until Saturday morning when you go get tacos.
Well, you know what? Here's the lesson that I learned,
Dude's going to be
Jason.
parked out in front of the radio station here in a little while.
Probably. If you see a blue minivan out there, you'll know.
Blue minivan.
Blue minivan. If here's the lesson I've learned on since there's so much construction over there. I've got to get on. I got to get GPS going. You have to.
Yeah.
If I would have done that,
I mean,
would have known.
you were almost late to work today because traffic.
Well, exactly. Traffic on Pear and Bottle was bad, and I don't know why. Because when I got up to the light, there was nothing. But it was stopped.
Well, 410 seemed like it was shut down earlier today for a while for something.
Is there any part of this city that the streets are not under construction?
No.
I don't think so.
Everything is under construction.
I think every part of it is under construction. It's crazy. It really is crazy.
Tom Guerrero says he uses his blinker coming out of his driveway. Now that, my friend, is ridiculous. Unless there's a car behind you and you're pulling into your driveway, but in your driveway? Now, Adam over at KSAT 12 said there's a reason the photographers always drive to the story. See, now that might be true at KSAT, but I know Marcus far too well.
Yeah, Marcus is the worst driver I've ever driven with. That dude.
Failed at a bike rodeo. Renee says he bet Joe failed at the bike rodeo.
I'm just saying that was a little bit. It was, and it's a Saturday morning. It's like at 9:30 on a Saturday morning, and this guy's already pissed off.
Maybe he had a really bad Friday night.
Well, he must have. No. I was a little hungover myself, and it's like
a little.
I'm
a little.
All I want to do is go play golf and get drunk again. All right. That's all.
Sounds like a pretty good weekend. Now we can make your Friday a whole lot better this Friday.
Yes, we can.
Because we have wristbands for ACL Fest on Friday.
Single day wristbands, Friday only.
So these are for Friday. So Hosier, Luke Combs, Cage the Elephant.
I want to go when Sabrina Carpenter's there. What day is that?
Not Friday.
No?
She's Saturday. Did you see the videos from this weekend?
No. Did she play this weekend?
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah, she played last weekend, too.
Oh.
You realize how ACL works.
You play every weekend?
It's the 2 weekends, the exact same lineup both weekends.
I've never been to ACL Live.
Dude, seriously?
I never have, no.
Dude. Sometimes you need to get out and enjoy stuff.
Sabrina Carpenter's there, though. I'd be worth the...
Oh. She was with Shania Twain.
Really? Yeah, Shania still looks pretty good, doesn't she?
She does.
Not bad.
Still feels like a woman, too.
I'm sure she does.
Did you see the Killers last night?
No.
They opened up with Whiskey River, and Guy Forsyth was playing harmonica. It was a fantastic start to the Killer set.
Awesome.
That was Sunday night. ACL. See, ACL, Joe, is this music festival in Austin.
Are you watching on TV or something?
Well, you
you
can watch on Hulu, although.
Well, then why the hell do you buy tickets?
Because there's nothing like being there live. Did you not go to a Cowboy game a couple weeks ago? You could have stayed in your living room.
Well, I had
but sometimes being there is.
Well, I had a nice ride.
You did. Private jet up.
It was a great ride.
And you would have the other private jet known as Southwest. You would have gone to that too.
Well,
right?
I could have.
Yeah.
This was much better.
It was.
I didn't have to wait in line.
Private jets, and nobody used a blinker.
Nobody. All right. Let's give away these tickets. You want to?
Sure. You know what you're giving away tickets to?
Well, yeah, ACL Live. Single-day wristbands for this Friday, right?
Joe can read.
Hosier, Luke Combs, Cage the Elephant, Maureen Morris.
Marin Morris.
So much more.
Yeah.
You can listen all week long for your
Ron
chance
Burgundy.
to win. Buy
Caller
tickets.
15, those are yours. 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776.
What was the caller number?
15.
15. Good luck to you.
And if you don't win them, buy them. ACLfestival.com.
Thank you.
Pulling teeth. Use your blinker.
Blinker.
Caller 15.
Good idea, folks.
You've got your Friday plans.
Exactly right. We got Monday Night Football coming up. We'll talk about it. Or blinkers. Who knows when we return here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat is Right, only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
The UTSA Roadrunners open American Conference play Saturday night against the Rice Owls in the Alamo Dome. It's homecoming. It's UTSA's annual Hispanic Heritage Game. Tickets on sale starting at $24 at GoUTSA.com or call 210-458-8872. UTSA versus Rice presented by HEB. Kickoff 6:30. Upon exit, fans will receive Taco Cabana UTSA Football 15th Season Cups. Get your tickets now at GoUTSA.com because when we win, San Antonio wins.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
At Frost, we believe in going the extra mile, like opening more locations to be a part of more communities. Overdraft grace, which means no fee if you overdraw your Frost Personal or Frost Plus account by $100 or less. And the little things like cookies, coffee, or that time when there was a fire at a Fort Worth daycare and Frost bankers entertained 26 kids with snacks and games until their parents could pick them up. That actually happened. Frost. Exactly what you unexpected.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, any city, any event. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran owned. You deserve Awesome Tickets. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
Progressive presents a testimonial of sorts.
Hey, slow down! Oh yeah? Well, you drive like my grandma. She's a very attentive and courteous driver who wears a seatbelt and always uses her turn signals. She's also a talented painter and has very low cholesterol. Not that that has anything to do with her drive. We just thought a more complete picture of who she is might be interesting. Anyway, have a nice day.
Safe driver? Get Snapshot from Progressive and get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
For a limited time, get a free K5 reverse osmosis drinking water system when you purchase a Connecticut water softener. Clean, great-tasting water at your kitchen sink. Hurry before they're gone.
Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday evening at 6. The Aggies take on the Florida Gators. Presented by Just Pots. Free game at 5 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Monday Night Football coming your way here in a few minutes. We'll get you started. In Jacksonville, the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix.
Pledge, who won the tickets to ACL?
Jerry.
Congrats,
Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam says, boo, I was caller 4. Alexandra said she was caller 12. They're on the YouTube chat. You guys still have a few minutes to go vote on our poll about Joe not using his blinker. Should Joe have used his blinker when merging? 77% right now say yes. 23% of you are
23% know how to drive.
Are trolling.
And are courteous drivers.
Are trolling
That's
the poll.
what it is,
No,
yeah.
we even had a little old lady call in and talk the pledge. And what did she say?
She said, tell Joe that he needs to always use his blinker, sign the old lady that wouldn't have let him in.
So Maria's a mean old lady that wouldn't have let you in?
But Maria, would you have pulled up next to me and rolled down your window and lectured me on how to drive? That's what I want to know.
Maria sounds like Karen. Yeah, that could be. That could be.
No.
No, she
Maria's
didn't sound
very
like
nice.
a Karen.
Very nice.
Why would he roll down his window?
Dude, I don't know.
In this day and age, I see somebody rolling down the window. I ain't rolling down mine. I'm worried I'm going to get shot.
Exactly.
Right?
Well, we're in
You're
San
lucky
Antonio.
all that guy was shooting birds at you.
Well,
now that you think about this.
I guess that's true. But I mean
you could have made the news for a lot of different reasons.
You don't think about that. I was just like, hey.
Your awareness level, sir.
I just thought about this in a minute. How many young people out there don't know what the hell we're talking about when we say roll down the window? I mean, seriously.
Well, it's still called rolling down the window, even though you push a button.
I guess it is. But
nobody says I lowered the window. I mean, it's still called roll down the window, but there's no roll.
Back in the old days, man, you had to roll that dude down.
Crank that down.
Back in my day.
Maria.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Maria,
how y'all guys doing?
You would have let me in, Maria. You know you would have.
No. Not if you didn't have your blinker on. You have plenty of time to put your blinker on way back when before you got to that barricade.
Yeah, but you know that lane was going faster than the other one.
It doesn't matter. You still should have put on your blinker.
So you put your blinker on. Maria, can I ask you a dumb question? And I know I shouldn't ask this of a lady. How old are you?
65.
You're 65.
Yeah.
65 or 55? One of the speed limits.
65.
Yeah. So
65.
Speed limit?
Yeah. Well,
depending on where you're at, but mostly like 50 or 55.
No, I mean at some point. I mean you're there. So at 65, you wouldn't let Joe in, huh?
If he didn't have his blinker on, no.
If he had his blinker on?
You could have gotten in way back when, not wait till the last minute.
Here's the question.
Would you have shot him one bird or two?
Would you have flipped me off,
Oh,
Maria?
two. If I had more, I'd have thrown all of them at him.
Maria, how long have you been listening to this show?
Oh, for decades now, I guess, ever since I went on the air.
Man, 2008.
Boy, you're awesome, Maria. We appreciate
Yeah.
that. You know what? And I wouldn't even take offense to your birds up. It would be fine.
The first time, there's a woman that's been, this show started 18 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess, you've been listening a long time. You finally decided to call into the show to give Joe driving lessons on using his blinker.
Yeah, all these new kids, all these young kids, these new cars don't even come with blinkers anymore because nobody knows how to use them. It's like an option. Do you want them or not? If you want them, we'll charge you this much, and if you don't want them, you save this much.
Well, I can't say that, Maria. My car comes with blinkers, so
it does.
Well,
it just doesn't have a user that uses them.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, Martin, you're on the Blitz.
Maria,
what's up, man?
we appreciate you.
How you doing, gentlemen?
Good.
Yeah, you should use a blinker. It's just some being courteous to the other person. I live in a town about 60 miles south of y'all, a little town called Poe, and we have one light. And I put my blinkers, and it looks like they're going straight, and at the last second they put that blinker. It just aggravates me. I followed one guy to the gas station and gave him a lecture on how to use a turn signal.
Well, you just pull up beside him. That's what happened to me.
Now, you're down in Poth right now. That's where you live listening to us?
Yes, sir. Y'all do a great job.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
I'm curious, Martin, in a small town like Poth, you know everybody, right?
I know a lot of the older people. I do. I know the old folks because they're the only ones that give me good advice.
Yeah. Pull up.
I'm 60 years old. I'm 60-year-old, and I don't want to listen to a 25-year-old.
Well, hey, yeah.
Ryan Eagle agrees with that.
I agree with you. Back in our day.
Yeah,
Thanks for the call, Martin. Appreciate that. Oh, that's so. You're
wrong.
There's two more blinkers. I was wrong. You were right. I'm not admitting that. Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
See, now you're getting a stalker. Of
Eagle
all things,
fan, yeah.
The Eagle fan is going to start stalking you.
I just want Eagle fans got to be a little bit pissed off today after they blow that lead to the Denver Broncos.
Man.
Wow.
Man.
I'm glad they did, though.
Me too. There are a lot of weird losses this weekend.
Including the Texas Longhorns.
Dude, did you hear Sark after the game?
Obviously, a disappointing loss in the fact that, man, we just didn't play great. We didn't play very good, and especially early on in the ball game, we struggled to get stops defensively. We really were not very good at the line of scrimmage on either side of the ball early. We got a little better on defense, but we just weren't great at the line of scrimmage on offense. Had some opportunities, missed some opportunities, but we battled and competed, and we competed till the very end. I love the fight of the guys, but we got to play better, and we just didn't play good enough, and that's on me, so we got to get that fixed.
Boy, these coaches, you got to love them, right? That's on me. And, Jeff Traylor's the same way. That's on him. And I guess that's the way to do it. But, I mean, at some point in time, the players have to play. You can only put in a game plan, say do this when this happens, and you got to execute that.
Yeah, the Sark, the one that pissed me off was, you tell me how many people can go into Ohio State and go into the swamp. And I'm like, you son of a.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah. That's beyond the point.
Mm-hmm.
Way beyond the point, Sark. And he knows better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to protect his guys. I understand.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I don't know. Bill Belichick didn't have a good Saturday.
Dude, he hasn't had a good season, period. I feel bad. And I've always said this, don't stay too long at the party. Bill Belichick's ruining his legacy. LeBron James needs to retire tomorrow.
No, he's not going to retire.
Well, he needs to announce his retirement.
He's not going to do that either.
Well,
it's going to be one of two things. Honestly, he's either going to say it's my last year with the Lakers, my free agency is open, come recruit me, or he's selling something on Amazon.
Well, if he's doing that, that's going to piss me off. We're going to rip him on this radio station tomorrow.
What if he trades Bronny?
For who?
Bronny's taking his talents to New Orleans.
Pull that one out of your.
I did. I was thinking of a bad team. Although I don't know if New Orleans is going to be that bad this year. Who knows?
All right. So tomorrow, along with a normal day that ends in Y for Joe, he'll be pissed off. Tomorrow it's going to be about Bronny. But also tomorrow, Judge Peter Sakai is going to join us at 2:35.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
The latest on Project Marvel, Intel, just as we get ready to vote, what we're actually voting for, and more from kind of how it affects the rodeo and the county part of things, because it's a very critical part of what's happening. So checking the scoreboard, let's see, we've had a couple of former mayors, some city councilmen, the county judge for the second time on this, and still no mayor.
Still waiting on the mayor. We've had a fake mayor come on.
That was interesting.
Fake mayor Gina Jones.
Yeah.
So maybe she'll join us again. Who knows? You never know. But it's going to be that's just creepy as hell. It's going to be a jam-packed day tomorrow. Of course, Indy Kalu's going to join us as well, and I'm sure he's very happy, maybe having wet dreams again because the Texans won a football game. So we'll ask him that when he joins us. And poor Indy, always look forward to talking.
That is amazing.
Spicy and naked. Steven, you got to wait till Thursday, buddy. Because he's probably happy too.
Aggressive.
We've got NFL football coming up here for you tonight, right here on 94.1. As soon as we go away, we're going to have NFL football here. The Kansas City Chiefs in Jacksonville to battle the Jaguars. That's going to get started with a pregame show at 6 o'clock. And, of course, be sure and join those fellas mañana in the morning huddle. AJ and Rob, they'll get you started at 6 o'clock. And, of course, a jam-packed show for us here on the Blitz at 2 o'clock.
You look at tonight's game, and I know you say against the spread, but straight up, does Jacksonville beat Kansas City tonight?
I think they have a good chance of doing that, yes. I picked them in the Pro Football Pick'em Challenge. Just saying that, Alexandra, that's for you. And I'm way in the lead now, big time.
Way in the lead.
Way in the lead.
Way in the lead. It's early. It's early.
Stay tuned for NFL football coming up here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Have a great night, everybody.
When you think San Antonio sports, think 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your home for the Cowboys. KTFM Floresville and SASportsStar.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Flight by Yuengling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is